𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃, would you set us off with a clap?
Do the honors.
Chris in the episode.
Yes, America. Back again, once again, time and time again. This is LOI the show. I am Tony Groove.
J Noblez, white man on the boards.
Yep.
𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 in the corner.
That's me.
That's him. We are we. Y'all are back. Like the video, share and subscribe. This is the pre-show, so you have a lot of time to put in your hashtag #WildOwise. Partner at the end of the show. We're going to answer some questions, concerns about your life, how you need help, and how you want to better it. And we can do that for you. So make sure you like the video.
You need help changing a tire, we can't help you with that. We had to call our guy.
We would have to call
our guy, One-Eyed Willie.
Yeah, One-Eyed Willie. Yeah, or Bubba Joe's uncle from Forrest Gump. He kind of gave me those vibes too. Like
Bubba Joe?
Bubba Joe's uncle. But shout out to him nonetheless. Fucking tire blew the fuck up. Had me feeling like I was riding on hydraulics, nigga. I was like, God damn, my shit thumping right now. Like just boom, boom, boom. But I honestly did think it was my whatchamacallit.
Your tire?
Nah, what did I hit you up? Alignment. I dead ass thought it was my alignment or my fucking or one of my rotors or something.
There was no way it was your wheel alignment. Wheel alignment, I'm not saying it's unnecessary, but I don't know. Like I feel like there's plenty of people who've never had a wheel alignment in their life. And they're driving perfectly fine.
I don't know, dog.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
That's a stretch.
I don't know.
Perfectly fine.
They do say every five.
They're not uncomfortable.
You'll run through tires fast, and I've seen niggas cars who lean
because it goes uneven, right?
and your steering wheel will turn. Like shouldn't be weird.
They say every 5 to 7, but 15
15 to 20,000.
Miles
every
or
5
years?
you rotate.
Miles,
right? 15.
Miles.
Okay, I was about to say
15,000 miles.
And who does that? 15,000 miles.
That's too responsible.
Who does that?
That's
dog?
too responsible.
That's impossible. When's the last time you got your wheels aligned?
I just got a new car, so I'm gonna get them aligned at the end of this year.
You always got a caveat. You just rotated them? That's high.
For $25. Oh my God.
Well, see, that don't even count. You wouldn't have done it if you had to pay full price. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's all the perks you get at discount tires?
Yeah.
God.
And it seems like you see, I fuck with Kiki's tires.
Yeah, I've only
Kiki's has always done me right. It don't even matter the location. Like you can go because it's a franchise.
Yeah,
you can go to any of them bitches. They all speak the same language.
Literally. Well,
cheap Spanish.
Exactly.
Cheap Spanish. If you know cheap Spanish, you can get in.
Yeah.
That's your shit gonna drive like if you don't got online.
And rich English.
And who drives like that, Lauren?
Nigga,
That's not even possible.
This happens on the road. This is a real car.
That's kind of cooler.
AJ, you got to
That's a little slicker.
Some people trick their car out so it actually is like that on purpose.
So it does it on purpose. Some people pay for this. Come on, man.
Don't nobody pay for that. Nigga.
Some people pay for this to happen to them.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
I can only imagine how that's fucked, dog.
They cruising though. Look,
they are cruising.
They cruising, nigga. Imagine if they had to bend the corner. They already bent. They just hit it.
Yeah, a villain has to be in that car. There's no good Samaritan driving like that.
Yeah, they look like they drove over the you know how James Bond, he got that shit that'll the spikes that'll throw out, cut your tires up. It looked like he survived that shit. But how did it feel today? Not being able to just be a man. Not being able to be a true man and just like, yo, I ran into a little snafu. I'm about to fix it up. I'll be there in about 15, 20.
It didn't feel
How did it feel?
It didn't feel
took 4 niggas to help you with a simple task.
Honestly, you pulled up and you didn't know how to work your jack. And I was like, this nigga doesn't know how to work his jack.
My jack worked perfectly fine. And it worked better than yours.
It took you 15 minutes. Yeah, because you had to buy another jack. Your jack didn't come with your car. And then it felt exactly like the 10 times it felt when your raggedy ass car broke down and I had to come help you.
Hey, why you skipping out on the fact that you could have also bought a new jack, nigga, and had one?
Because
he doesn't take accountability.
Broke before, nigga. First of all, you don't buy. There's certain things you don't buy until it breaks. A jack is one of them. Maybe
that's what irresponsibility sounds like.
Did your vehicle come with a jack?
Of course.
Just curious.
But it was that cheap. First of all, the jack bent. Any jack that can bend, that's pretty fucked.
Why did it bend?
But
why did it bend?
It's because it was faulty.
No.
It was faulty.
It's because you didn't put it on the metal part of the car.
First
you
of all,
used
when
your
he was
frame.
saying that, I did.
Oh, is that what you did?
No, I did.
That's why it fell.
When he was saying that,
He
I
used
put
his car frame.
It wasn't fully on it, but it was on a spot that I've put every other time I've changed my tire. So it was a good spot, but I'm telling you, dog, it's that jack was on its last days, nigga.
No, you put it on your car frame,
Nah,
dog. You ain't have a stepdad growing up.
Nigga,
Yeah,
my
literally.
shit, you saw my jack, right? It folded. And you wanna know what's crazy?
It crippled under the pressure.
Out of all the times, like, as many times as he's beaten me in basketball, I've had to help him pick him up or do something with his car.
Yeah.
So, like, we're even.
No, how? What are you even comparing?
We're even.
Yeah,
In
what are you trying to get
what
up-
category are
one
we
up
even
on?
in, nigga?
I'm saying that, you know.
Shut up.
And
you don't have a fucking point, nigga.
Everybody
You're just
wins.
talking.
Everybody,
You're just talking.
Everybody has more. Everybody has more, you know, wins in certain areas. You know, you've had more losses with your car, and you know, I have more wins with mine. It's like it goes back and forth in life.
Yeah, that's why I know what I'm doing with my car because I've had all of these L's.
But you've had to call me all those times
to get a jump. I can't jump my own car, dickhead.
Nigga, first of all, that wasn't a jump wasn't the only time you've ever need me. That was the only time you've ever need me. The 18 times. Are you fucking serious?
All right, name them. Go through them.
Dickhead.
Go through them. Go
Fuck is you talking about?
How did you help me with my car?
Nigga,
when you can't help yourself with yours, nigga.
I've literally had to pick you up. I've seen you on the side of the road. You call me on Wakefield, near Wakefield, nigga.
Strange.
First of all,
That's being strange.
I'm not about to get in this back and forth. You know the truth.
You
We all
started
know
it.
it. Like the video.
He started the back and forth.
Because it's like
He started the back and forth.
Nigga, I can literally name the
ahead.
times, but
Go
it's
ahead.
like, what's the point? You've
Go
had
ahead.
troubles with your car, nigga.
Nobody said I didn't. No, I don't even know what you just started doing.
Yeah.
What are you talking
You made
about?
this into a whole thing.
He
to
had,
where-
he had a bad day, Tony.
He had a bad day.
He had a bad day, Tony. He's got to get
see.
it. He's
and now
got
he wants me to have
I
one.
see.
Yeah.
Like, yo, remember all the bad days that you had, so I can feel better about my current bad day. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga.
I see.
Next time
But
I
it
call
felt-
him, next time I call him, I'm stranded. He ain't gonna come.
But I can ask you the same questions when you called me.
What you mean?
You know, the times you didn't know what to do about your car situation.
I've never called you to get advice on a car. I've never called you. You don't know what you're talking about.
You never called me.
You don't know what
You've
you're
never
talking
called me to
about,
turn
dog.
around near Wakefield because you was on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never called me, and
And
I had
what
to
did
get
you
out
do?
my car,
What
and I
did
had to help you with a flashlight.
What
I had to
did
get
you
my jack, and we had
do?
to deliberate on what the problem was.
But who changed
That's
the
never
tire?
happened.
Who changed the tire?
Okay. Well, that was my
nigga,
point. I mean, hey.
I know what I'm doing, dog.
Okay.
See, you got to take a bunch of L's so you know what to do. You know what losing looks like. You know how to avoid losing. You
Nigga,
know
you still
to put
have
your car
problems with
jack.
your car.
When's the last time?
Nigga, at least a month ago. Think about it.
No. You're inaccurate. Very inaccurate. Now, say something.
A month and a half.
Retaliate to that.
A month and a half.
No. Were you there?
I could probably check our messages.
You're making
I could
this-
probably just type in car and problem and help, nigga.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hey,
But nah, man, you know,
totally know what
shout
you're
out-
doing so much that it took 4 other niggas and
Shout
a
out-
good civilian to come and save you, dog. It's all right.
I mean, hey, man.
You can't be Superman all the time. You eventually got to be Lois Lane. And
Hey.
today, you was a damsel in distress.
Hey, man, and you know,
Shaking.
and I wish I just knew his number
Stirred.
because I wouldn't.
Shaking, nigga.
I would have never called y'all because y'all niggas, or at least AJ probably did the most help. He had the best jack.
AJ had the second worst jack.
His jack was better.
AJ had the second worst. It was full of spider eggs and
But
shit.
that's what made it good, nigga. That shit was pumping.
Bro, he had
Quite literally because it
he
had,
had a gas
because
pump
it had a
for a
pump.
lever.
Which and honestly, when I was about to
it
hit
worked.
it, when I was about to hit it, I was like, oh shit, this got some like. I was like,
Yeah, nah.
But nah, man. You just it all comes down
To you
the
being
better
lost
equipment,
without me.
man.
To you being lost
It's
without me,
better
dog.
equipment, man.
I'm glad I could come though. I'm glad I can come say today.
Yeah,
I don't know.
when I saw that video F Max sent me, I saw your rotor on the I said, whoa, how did the rotor?
His
Nigga,
rotor was on
it's
the,
the
fucking,
fucking
ground,
ground,
dog.
bro.
What are we
Nigga, it's-
talking about here? What are we talking about here, nigga? Get the
That's
fuck
what
out of
happens,
here. You
man.
ain't never pulled up on me like that.
There was a point in
Let's
time.
be honest. Let's
Tony.
be honest. You ain't never pulled up on me like that.
Yet-
Anytime you came to get me, I was in a position to where, like, you know, Justin could help, or like I could just wait a little bit longer. I could just wait a little bit longer.
How many years were you a pastor?
Everybody,
how many years?
Sorry for the people listening at home. You won't be able to see Justin's issues. Let's zoom in on
let's look at this.
Is this just a picture or is this a video?
This is a picture. It's a picture of the jack and his rotor on the ground.
Now, he wants to compare his car problems in AJ's jack to my shit.
Because, first of all, you've had 20 of these problems. And how many times were you a... First of all, you just...
How many times you gonna say first of all, nigga?
Just started,
get to your second point.
You just started...
Get to your second point, nigga. I heard the first one.
You just started driving by yourself. You was my passenger for 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Forever.
You don't want a co-pilot?
How dare you, nigga?
You don't like a co-pilot?
How dare you, nigga?
How does that compare to you not knowing...
How dare you?
How does that compare?
Nigga, obviously I knew how to take care of my car up until today, but you had problems for years. How dare you, Tony? And I've never said anything about it. I looked at you as the same good guy. That's half something.
Because every time I try to talk, you just start talking. You see that? Fell for the pump fake, stupid.
That's half something, nigga.
Regardless, though, you know, my mommy didn't give me her leftovers. Her delicious, still well-prepared leftovers for me to eat. So I had to suffer. Lauren, you know about that shit, dog. You know about getting these little hanky-janky little automobiles, nigga, from niggas with one eye.
It's tough.
You can't even trust them. You can't even look in both their eyes to see if they lying to you.
It's tough.
You know what I mean? So when you live that life, you're gonna have some car problems. You know, your throttle body's gonna be a little janky.
Mm-hmm. You might have a bad engine mount.
It's gonna be a little.
It's gonna shake a little bit because you got one bad engine mount. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's really the problem. You know,
nigga, your rear view mirror, window might not even work properly, dog.
Yeah.
Like you might have to leave it up because if you put it back down, it might not come back up.
Come on,
that's
bro.
the type of life I've been living, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get gifted Toyotas.
You might not even have a door handle, my nigga.
Who got gifted a Toyota?
I don't know.
Who got gifted a Toyota?
Actually, I did. Actually,
what do you drive?
You got gifted a Toyota?
My first car, yeah.
Nigga, wait, which Toyota though?
Well, I got it in 08. It was in my family for 8 years.
Corolla?
Yeah, so it had went, the engine went bad and then it sat for like a year almost and we put a new engine in and I took it.
How much does a new engine cost?
Shit was like $4 at the time.
Why not just buy a new car?
Because it still had great bones and a new engine is essentially a new car.
Do you know how to check the thread on your tire?
Yeah.
Little F-Mac, you know how to do it?
Yeah.
The old, like the ancient technique?
Somebody
the
quarter.
Don't say it. Do you know how to do it?
Oh my God.
Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it? I'm asking you a question. Normally, niggas answer.
I already said the quarter. Now I'm waiting on the punch,
Well, the fact
Tony.
that you said a quarter means that you probably don't know how to do it.
The quarter trick. I mean, it's like
you use a quarter when you do it.
I mean, it's like you grab a quarter and it's like you check the depth of it. It's like
no, I think the quarter's too big, dog. You don't know what you're doing out there. It's all right, though. You got a bunch of friends around you that can come and support you when you need that shit, dog. I got you.
Hey, you know what you need, bro? You need a redeemable moment.
Yeah.
I would never want it to. I would never want it to happen. I would never want it to happen to you. But should your lady have a flat tire, you need to save the day. You need to save the day.
I think you need more practice before that shit, dog. You don't want that.
You need to save the day. That's
you don't
all,
want that to happen in front of your girl. That'd be terrible. Rotors on the ground. She's gonna be like, yo, like this was the nigga that like I put all my trust in. Like when I'm around him, I'm supposed to stop thinking. Why do I have to think when I'm around you?
I hate that. I'll take that.
I hate that for you.
I mean, look, man, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
Nigga, my t-shirt.
Hey, I'm glad you made it though, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I made it.
He's fucked up the last 4 Sundays. Nigga was doing hot Pilates. What else was you doing? Flat tire. On time. Didn't you have an ear infection one day? You've been fucking this whole flow up, dog.
Nigga.
After we had a meeting about being on time.
Exactly. And the last meeting that you caused because, you know.
After we had him. Who called? Who called?
But let's skip over that.
Yeah.
Let's,
be a little hoe. Be a little hoe, nigga. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm a hoe.
You a little hoe.
Now I'm a whore.
Because who calls that meeting for real? Because you know we can't talk about that shit. Yeah. You might lose your job fucking around, nigga. Don't lose your job.
Okay. I can't lose my job. I'm already not getting paid in my other job enough.
Hey, shout out.
That'd be
Actually,
terrible.
completely random note. Y'all will be. You remember I showed you a picture of what my lawn looked like after all that rain? Did I show you that picture?
Nope.
What picture?
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I
Was it
finally,
looking bad?
It was insane. I finally went back to getting somebody professional to do landscaping for my shit real quick.
You got
man,
yarded.
You can afford that right now?
No.
The fuck are you doing?
I did a one time thing, like just clean it all the way out.
Yeah,
and I am
just
gonna,
to-
and
just to
yeah,
get it,
yeah,
yeah.
and I am gonna go on a bi-weekly thing. I have opened up enough to afford that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not, but I'm gonna do a bi-weekly, just regular thing, just
It's-
to get a little time back.
Like
But
what
why-
F-Mac be doing. Like F-Mac will go to the barber one time a year. And then after he goes to the barber, he just tries to use that as a stencil for what the fuck he does to himself.
But-
But all right, let me just get it right.
But
Line it up.
why not just get a lawnmower?
I have a lawnmower. I cut my own lawn for the longest, but like with my schedule, some days when it was raining crazy, like it was raining on my off days type shit, and then like I wouldn't be able to cut it because of that, and the shit started getting a little crazy, and then it's just overgrown, and once it got crazy overgrown, I'm not just handling it.
He's not handling it.
I mean, I did a few times, but it was like so overgrown, like it was just taking a lot of time. So I was like, you know what,
Well,
fuck it.
Lauren called another man to handle his yard.
Yeah.
So in
That's
terms of like,
landscaping.
you know,
Damn, you know, we was just fucking with you,
You know,
dog. Like you're
it's
still
like-
a guy.
I'm just
wait,
saying.
wait.
I'm
Because
just
that shit
saying.
actually
No,
got
no,
you.
no,
saying.
no. Yeah, it did.
It hurt a little bit, right?
saying.
Well, I
It
also,
hurt a
I'm
little
just
bit.
saying.
So did you miss the part where I told you I also cut my lawn the whole past year myself? What are
Lauren,
you
I
talking
didn't.
about?
I've heard it, and
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
see it. Do you have a video of it?
I probably do actually.
Yeah, I bet
on
you-
my,
I
ring,
know
on, my,
you do.
on my ring camera.
Because
Yeah.
she's probably okay.
No, because I have a
Oh,
ring
your
camera. Yeah, I have a ring camera in my house.
course
and
you
it
have a
records
ring.
things. So you'll see me going through the lawn
On
with
the
a fucking,
back? Oh, on the front?
yeah. And you'll see me with the lawnmower. The
Of
fuck,
course
nigga?
you do.
You know,
Lauren's a responsible guy.
Yeah,
Lauren,
outside with that
you
shit.
probably should cut your own grass, but that's nowhere near when he went through today.
I mean, I do-
Did you call
I-
4 niggas to cut your
No,
grass,
no,
or was
I-
it one?
It was just one.
And first of all,
So
I
you're
didn't-
better than him.
I didn't call. They
And
left.
first of all, I didn't call.
They left the card at my door, and I was like, you know what? I do need this right now.
Yeah.
And that's
I called.
the thing.
That's the fuck. That's what the fuck happened.
And that's why that's why door to door like works sometimes. Like you just
Yeah.
happen to catch niggas in the right mood.
I needed that, bro.
Yeah.
I needed that because I be pulled in all directions. I need as much time as I can get. Treating your lawn and taking care of your lawn
It takes time.
It takes
takes
time.
time.
It's a long process to do,
And
like
most-
properly.
And most people get off of work when it's nighttime. Where
I say
it's like-
properly because like I'm the type of nigga that's gonna end up mowing it, edge a little bit, and then be like, man, I gotta edge this whole fucking thing,
Yeah.
and be like, god damn.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mow that motherfucker and be
How
like, all right,
big
I'm
is your
good.
lawn? How big is your lawn?
It's
It's
not
a pretty
huge,
size.
but the back area, like I have the hill is like rolling hills, so it's really annoying to handle as well. It's annoying. It's annoying because I do front and back. So it's,
You got a fence?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah. And plus,
So you really got an edge. So
Yeah.
niggas know where your property
Yeah, I
line
do.
is.
I
Like,
have to,
yeah,
yeah.
the grass
Yep.
starts to look better right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
and knowing you,
me.
you probably want like a real clean cut,
Man, that shit is-
nice, all Bermuda lawn.
Well, my shit is all weeds, really. I mean,
so-
it's hardly any grass in that bitch.
You gotta
But I'm
rest
gonna get.
everybody's
I'm gonna
lawn.
get a reef. I'm gonna do fescue. I think I gotta water it every day. I know, but
You got fescue grass?
the niggas who did my shit, they got fescue. It's the cheaper option, but you got to take care of it more.
Wait, what are you saying? Are you buying grass or do you
I'm
already
going
have
to.
fescue?
No, I know, I'm going
Oh,
to
okay.
get it
So you're
later.
going to get some side.
Later
You're going to
on.
get some fescue side.
Later on, yeah, after and fix it all up.
You gonna reside it?
Fescue?
Yeah,
Man,
Eventually.
there has to be a cheaper
Eventually.
option.
Nah, there's no cheaper option.
fescue's cheaper than like Bermuda and all that shit.
Fescue,
but
fescue
residing-
grass also looks better too. Like
It does.
when it gets wet, it just got that like, I don't know. It just look like cartoon grass.
Nah,
like
dog.
Pixar animation
A
grass.
nice Bermuda.
It's hard.
A nice Bermuda is beautiful.
Nice
but
Bermuda
nice
is
Bermuda is
beau-
harder.
Exactly. Nice Bermuda is more pretty, but it's harder to get to that stage. Fescue comes thick.
It comes like that.
Fescue comes thick.
But it also
Out the pack like
It-
a fucking like a spicy Latina. It's just like, oh my God.
but it's also
Naturally fat asses.
It'd be a lot of like discoloration with that too. Like with a fat ass, it sometimes can be some discoloration, some chafing in certain parts of the lawn.
chafing?
Yeah, it's like it's all. It'll be all the same sometimes. I think fescue is more prone to weeds. Can you look that up?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's or maybe that's just my experience.
I don't know. There's just we're down south, so there's just more Bermuda grass in general because it's a warm season grass. That's where it likes to grow. Hotter climates, but if you go up north, it's damn near nothing but fescue. What did you Google? What was the question?
I just
While tall fescue itself isn't a weed, it can be a challenge to manage and can be perceived as a weed in some situations, especially when it's growing where it's not wanted or if it's taking over a lawn. Fescue lawns, like any lawn, are susceptible to weed infestations, but with proper care and maintenance, you can minimize weed.
All it takes is proper care and maintenance, dog.
But it'd be a lot.
Gotta have the right equipment, nigga.
I just like a nice Bermuda. It's just clean cut. That shit looks straight out of literally the Windows XP.
Bermuda grass is generally more weed resistant than fescue.
Bermuda grass, dense, aggressive growth habit helps it outcompete many weeds. While fescue lawns can be more susceptible to weed infestations, especially if not properly maintained. So, and
I think Bermuda's just more expensive though.
Bermuda is expensive, but when you would say resod, like I just know because I've talked to many customers, like resodding a whole lawn, like
It's expensive.
How is this your house?
You planning on spending that much?
Screen, but yeah. Oh shit! God damn it!
What?
I just zoomed all the way in somehow.
I don't know.
You
Lord.
gotta start all the way over.
Yeah,
You might not have to
Your grass don't look bad.
Why
dog.
not just
Well, that's because they just did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it don't look bad. You don't have to reside the whole shit. Just put it in the bald spots, like right there at that top left corner.
But this is where
it's getting
Anthill
getting a little woozy. That's an anthill. Zoom in on that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Like anthill shouldn't be visible on camera. That's like a.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga,
mound.
That's an ant colony.
Yeah, bro, it was rough.
But yeah, nah, it's
But like the biggest thing, like all of this shit got cleaned up underneath here too. Like I'm gonna end up mulching that
Under
shit.
your shrubs.
Yeah.
What?
Get that shit right.
and it,
You know, you're a homeowner, and do you got you have an HOA?
I do.
Do they be
Ew.
complaining about the weeds and all that shit? 'Cause
No, they're about to start though, because we got new ownership and they already starting to do bullshit.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we kind of loosely alluding to it. Me and this nigga, we're in the lawn care industry. You know, we're murderers. We kill weeds for a living and shit. And there's a couple neighborhoods that I go to where I be talking to the customers, and the homeowners association is weird. Like, you know how there's fields of grass in a neighborhood that don't belong to anybody? It's just the neighborhood's grass, like little passageways, little in between backyards and shit. They'll be full of weeds, but they'll go to the people who actually live there and be like, "Yo, you got to get rid of the weeds in your yard."
Right.
When it's like, nigga, look at like the neighborhood grass. Everything is fucked up here.
I get what you're saying.
To complain about weeds in a nigga grass, like it's one thing if it's just overgrown.
You've seen
you
some
got
crazy
overgrown
stuff.
grass
You've
to where
seen-
it's like, okay, that shit looks crazy. They're not even cutting it.
Yeah.
But to complain about weeds specifically, when that's such a dumb thing to begin with, like, do y'all know the definition of a weed?
Any plant that you don't want around you.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Like, what if I like my crabgrass?
Yeah.
What if I grew it like that on purpose?
In this one spot
Yeah.
where it's just kind of,
Just wanted to
it's like a
frame like that.
chia pet head. It's like just everywhere.
Yeah.
But nah,
What if I like that shit?
that's all a weed is for those of you that don't know. So, don't get scammed if somebody's like, you got a weed. Just be like, hey, I want this here. But at a certain point, I do feel like it's necessary because I've been in some like neighborhoods where everybody's grass is the same and
They're all
it
trash,
doesn't
right?
look real.
Oh,
But I like it though.
they're all good or they're
It's
all
all
bad?
like it's all the same grass, whether it's fescue. A lot of times it's be like all Bermuda grass. Like everybody's house has the same Bermuda grass. It's green, and I kind of like it.
See,
it
like,
makes sense.
This shit, right? Is this your neighbor's yard or is this you?
This is how bad that shit had got during that stretch of all that rain.
So this is the before.
Oh, the backside, yeah, the back of the house though.
Yeah, nah,
was-
that shit
was crazy.
looks like Jurassic Park, dog.
Shit, it got crazy, bro. It got crazy during
It looks like
all the
you.
rain.
It's so much shit growing. It looks like you have a garden. Like if you
Yeah.
zoom in, like
Yeah.
I might see some tomatoes, some apple trees.
Yeah, nah. This is
This was embarrassing when
This
when
is-
I opened up the shit and looked outside. I was like, this is crazy.
This is worse than your rotor being on the ground.
this is most Indian people's backyards.
Nah,
This is
Nope.
Nah, they
a
be on
lot
top
of
of it.
Indian people's
They be on top of
Indian
it.
people's
I've-
yards are beautiful.
They be on top of that shit, bro.
They're
Crazy.
beautiful,
Yeah.
dog.
There's different
people
types of Indians, dog.
Indian people yards have trees that like the Lorax would jerk off to. Like they're colorful, they're big, they're tall, nigga, and they're planted.
You've
they're
been blessed, nigga.
Nigga, I've been in Cary, dog.
Nigga.
Apex, nigga.
I've been in there
nigga.
too.
Mooresville.
I've been there too.
So they must send you to the shitty clients.
Nigga, I'm doing insect control. Nigga, I'm trying to manage other things. I'm trying to manage other things.
You're not even
But,
really in the field.
Nah, it's
Indian yards.
Indian yards can look like
look
this
the
though.
best, smell the worst, and it's just it's a beautiful dichotomy in between that shit. It's a beautiful dichotomy.
I'm gonna have to say, and I don't like to say this, but white men typically have the best lawns.
You know you love to say that shit, dog.
White men typically have the best lawns, but they also have the better houses for the most part.
Tell us who you really want to be.
For the most
He
part.
want to be like his daddy Trump. He want to be like Big T.
I'm trying to get closer.
Big T's yard probably crazy.
Nigga, Big TR, oh my God.
I can't believe you just said white men have
White men have the best yards.
He's,
White men have the best yard because a lot of times
White men?
they're already in landscaping or some type of construction aspect type of job. So
landscapers in general have the best yards.
they have the
if
best
they're
yard. And landscaping
but-
is very broad,
Yeah.
but it all comes back to the same thing. Our boss,
Hispanics have good lawns too.
That's what I was about to say.
Our boss, they can, wait, who?
Hispanics have phenomenal
yeah, they got
yards.
good yards.
They're either the best yards or the worst yards. Literally, there's no in between. There's no
Yeah.
average Mexican yard.
That's a fact.
They're either the like
top-notch,
That shit either looks like the
beautiful.
Garden of Eden,
Yep.
or it just looks like like Lawrence shit, Jurassic
Yeah,
Park,
crazy as fuck.
I would say
Jumanji.
I would say Mexicans have average yards, but they have chickens in the back.
Yeah, I was
so
about
it's
to say
very
that's the middle
so
ground.
it's not even a yard. It's like a fucking homestead. Like they've created something else. They have chickens.
White men don't have the best yards.
They do.
They have the most yards, and in having the most, you're gonna see just a lot of different variations, and you're remembering the good ones. But you gotta understand, like I think white people are potentially the worst with their yards, dog. The more that I'm thinking about it,
don't know about
because
that.
you got to think like trailer. You're only thinking about gated communities, dog.
I've been to those.
There's also poor white people.
I've been to those too.
And poor white people, like back when I was working at Amazon,
Yeah.
it was this one place, it was this one crib I had to pull up to where I wasn't sure if this was the right address because there was so much shit in the fucking yard. It was tires, it was little girl dolls, it was fucking Cheez-Its boxes that had the color faded away because they've been there for years.
It's a family.
This shit was it was fucked up. It was fucked up, dog. There was a bunch of like cars and shit just
How'd you
parked
know
in
it was
that
white
shit.
family?
Because it was a white dude who came
Oh,
and got the
okay.
package. So I don't know. I think when you look at the extremes, you're gonna see white on both. And the only reason you're seeing white on both because white is the majority.
Dog.
But white people got some fucked up lawns. You ever been to a real trailer park?
I've been to trailer parks.
Nigga.
I've lived in
Come
a trailer.
on, come on.
I've lived in a trailer next to a Mexican who had a very average yard. Like, I'm telling you, dog, I'm speaking from experience.
An
But-
average yard in a trailer park is phenomenal.
Yeah, and
Come on.
somehow
You got to grade it on a curve.
yeah, somehow he had a home. Like, it was like a home. But
Modular home or something.
yeah, it was like
Well,
one of
that's
those.
that's the fancier
That's-
way of saying it nowadays because not all trailers are bad.
No, you got some modular homes that are like not trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it
Modular
was a modular home. I lived in a trailer. He lived in a modular home. It was
course
like
you did.
Yeah, that was actually Orange Juice and PlayStation, so it was a very comfortable living place.
Starting
But-
to. I like how you give us more chunks of the story as we go along.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
He loved the grass so much he was willing to get molested.
No, it
like
was
it's a
that
great yard.
The grass was average. The titties was phenomenal.
Like this is a modular home right here.
Yeah, that's a home. You see?
Yeah, but you see how it has the planks and shit. Like sometimes they'll have like the planked like walls and stuff like that, kind of looking thing.
Theirs was a little bit more simpler, but
For sure, I believe that. But
man, white people. I've been in neighborhoods where I'm catching the white wife like mow the lawn, like she's trimming the edges. And I'm like, oh, do you want me to like leave? She's like, oh, nah, you go ahead. I'm about to finish up on this side. She goes back to working.
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple of times. Like, white people care about their lawns. Like, they care about other white people.
I will say I do see that amongst them where both of them take care of that lawn a lot.
Mexicans too.
No, where
White women?
the woman and the man.
I've seen a lot of women lately.
Yeah,
I've been seeing a
That's
lot.
what
I've been seeing
I
that.
said this like maybe 2 pod episodes ago.
I've been seeing that.
Women be cutting their grass now.
Women cut the
Women
grass.
cut the grass now, and that's not a thing that always happened. Like just in terms of just like the amount, the frequency, it's a lot more frequent. Like I'll be going around. I'm like, the matriarch is here.
They be out there with
The
the hedge
matriarch is
trimmers and
here.
everything.
Hedge trimmers, they be pushing the low, and it don't be like the bullshit. Like you gotta plug it in because it's not using gas mowers. Them bitches out there really getting to it.
Yeah.
Automatics, manuals and shit.
I still got the old pull. You know what I'm saying? I go faithful with my shit.
Nigga, you have to,
Yeah.
dog. Fuck the environment.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bitch- hey,
I
man.
gotta cut this grass. How can you care about the environment while you're murdering it?
Yeah, no.
You're literally cutting the grass.
I do get a satisfaction out of pulling that little pull string though. Just turn that bitch on. I'd be like, yeah, there's some real man shit right here.
Yes, primal.
I used to
some lat
get that
workout.
shit. I used to get it, but it's overrated a little bit because I do it every day.
Yeah, but it is.
But
At the moment I do it, it's just like, yeah, we finna get to work.
There
You know what
is
I'm saying? Like, this.
like because at our job we got a bunch of motors. It's a bunch of
Yeah.
man shit, and so
Yeah,
it's like anytime there's a new nigga and he's like in there struggling, like I'm like move aside, little nigga.
Yeah, nah.
That shit just cut right on. Nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Should be effortless.
Yes.
But if you white in the comment section, please comment down below your lawn. And what would you rate your lawn? 1 out of 10 in all races, you know what I mean? And don't get it fucked up too. I've been to some black households. Oh, she's
sneaking a taste. Mowing. Nigga, you need to parent this one.
doing a job.
You better watch her on prom night, nigga. She
Yeah, I'm about to
easy.
say, hey, plug that bitch nose, nigga. But don't get it fucked up. It's a lot of good brothers out here with beautiful lawns.
Yes.
That really take care of their lawns.
Well, you got it fucked up.
It's no. You
wanted to praise the white man
I'm
so
just
bad
showing-
that you put us down.
No, but
I ain't like that
you
shit.
you have to say the truth. Like white people care about their lawn, dog.
They have the most lawns. They have the most lawns.
I seen a water fountain and a waterfall in the back of a nigga lawn before. It was a white dude, and his lawn was like magical. It had squirrels. It was like bird feeders.
Wildlife back there and shit.
It was bird feeders. It was no bugs. I was like, why does he have this? Like, there's no bugs. What am I doing here?
Got a utopia in the back.
I'm useless here, nigga. I'm I kill things. What am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
It was like it was different types of birds too. It was like light blue birds. I'm like, nigga, this is where they be at.
He called your company just to show you.
I took pictures.
Just to get a slave for the day.
I took pictures of it. But nah, man, it's white people. Hey, man.
Man, get off the white man nuts.
Shout out to all the white brothers.
I forgot to tell you guys though. You niggas kind of changed my life. Like, to a certain extent. Underwear isn't everything, but it is a big part.
You did it.
I've been did it. I just ain't said nothing about it. Lord, I just ain't said nothing about it, dog.
Wait.
I've been sitting here comfortable as a motherfucker for months.
You have to say so. Basically,
for months.
we had an argument.
I got it.
We had an
crazy.
I
argument.
got it, dog. It wasn't an argument. It was a loud conversation, right? About just where niggas like to put their balls for the day.
No, don't
that's
make
what it
it-
was all about. It's like, you like boxes? You like briefs? F-Mac like tidy whities? We was just going through it. We was all just talking about like how we like to, take care of ourselves. And I was a major advocate of boxers.
Yeah, but the
because-
classic prison boxers, like
Don't act like you seen my drawers before. It wasn't classic prison boxers. It was
What?
Hanes, dog. Hanes, Target. Come on.
new edition classic prison boxers. Come on, dog.
Nigga, fuck out of here. It was good boxers, right? And you can't go wrong with a good pair of boxers.
Okay.
What you mean? You can't go wrong.
But you can
you
go
calling
go
us-
better.
But
you can go better though.
you can go absolutely correct with a nice pair of briefs. And now I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't just like it wasn't paradise. It wasn't all bliss and all just this is way better.
You got the wrong size at first.
Not even size. Originally, I got the wrong texture. I was like, man, I was looking at him. I was like, let me see what these niggas talking about. I snatched the pack off the shelf. I looked at it. I was like, this is gonna be some bullshit. I went into it wanting to hate, and I put them on, and I hated it. So I was like, nigga, I was fucking right.
You got
These
cotton?
These niggas don't know what they talking about. I went and got cotton.
Oh, man.
I went and got
You
the
got the
cotton
cotton-
joints.
well, you got the-
I had no idea.
Come on, dog.
Y'all didn't say anything about breathability, texture.
You
y'all
was
just
calling
like
us
briefs.
You was calling us
briefs,
weird.
briefs.
Like it's like, yo, y'all niggas do briefs because I think your mind only connected it to like tidy whities.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and let
Like
everybody know,
Captain
like when
Underpants.
we're using briefs, but we're talking boxer briefs.
Yeah,
just so
boxer
people know.
briefs.
Just so
Exactly.
people know.
And that's what happened with the original conversation.
But usually
nobody
you
said
don't.
boxer briefs.
We did
Usually
say-
you
yes,
don't
we did.
have to
Yes, we
say.
did.
Y'all said, Lauren,
We
your
said
memory
boxer briefs.
sucks.
We said boxer briefs.
Y'all
Usually-
said briefs, and that shit had me fucked up. I was like, wait, like
No.
y'all niggas been sitting here and your balls have just been hot.
When do you ever?
Just been all moggy, like you got a little personal sauna in your pants. But long story short, for months now, I've been fucking with the breathable boxer briefs. The breathable boxer briefs will change a nigga life. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I take them off at the end of the day, and my nuts are a little like, they're not sore, but they're like, I've been kind of bunched up all
So
day.
you still got the wrong size. That'd be the problem though. You got to get like, you gotta have to go up because sometimes it might get like too tight. Because with our job,
Word already went up, nigga.
with our job, we're moving around. It's so much moving. You know, we getting up, we sitting down, we walking. So you know, you got to make sure you
Yeah, need a
get
little
a size
movability in
up,
there.
so it's not.
Two.
I'm still
move.
nucked and tucked.
They can move.
I'm still nucked and tucked up there, and it only is really a thing at the end of the day to where it's like my nuts is like, shit, you need a minute. But yeah, it changed my life. Now I tried to take it a step further.
Now your jab step is about to turn up, just so you know. Like this is gonna increase your ball handling skills.
'Cause my ball's not
It's
smacking
gonna
against my
It's gonna
thighs?
increase everything for you. Your quick step, your first step off the dribble, insane. You won't be stopping.
Oh, so that means you're gonna have a couple more
I'ma
issues.
have trouble.
You
I'ma
got
have
some
trouble.
issues to deal
Yeah,
with on that court,
yeah.
nigga. My balls can breathe finally.
Yeah.
Woo. Bring some lube, guys.
But I took it a step further because like it kind of, you know, I was like, all right, I'm fucking with it. So I went and got more.
Yeah.
And I had went and tried a new brand of shit, right? So I had opened a pack. Getting a new pack of underwear is like getting a new anything. You got to try it right now. Like I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care if you went and got a new hat and you're
Yeah.
already wearing a hat, you take off the old hat to put on the new one.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So I went and took off my old briefs and put on the new pair of briefs. Nigga, like as soon as I put them on, right? I was just like expecting a normal experience. Like, you know, you put them on, it's regular, and then you're not sitting them. I put them on, and my dick had went through like a hole. It went into a pouch. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I picked up the pack, and I started reading that shit. It has a kangaroo patch for your dick, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
That's next.
You
It
got
was,
that version.
it was next level, F Mac.
Yeah.
next
I was
level.
like, did I just insert into something?
That's the
What
old
fuck?
version too. Yeah. They got some other shit, nigga.
What else they got?
Nigga, they got some shit where it's actually the indent. It's like it goes in it.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, but like it's shaped and it's formed for.
That I feel like that's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the real thing. You talking about the pouch. I'm talking about it's shaped. It's like they got an architect to design a spot for your tip to go, nigga.
Wait, so you ordered custom
I
draws
didn't-
online?
Nah,
What you
I'm just
mean?
saying that's new shit.
Nah, I think that's what I'm wearing right now, dog.
You felt faster, nigga?
I felt mightier. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit is next level.
Yeah.
And the shit I got, it's got like the
Did you jump in them like you did the little?
you know, you gotta do a cartwheel and shit.
Start stretching, move your feet fast.
Start jab stepping and shit like, oh,
butterfly.
these fucking work. Yeah. But nah, it's
Yeah.
just, you know, next level. I didn't know that my boxers were missing a holster.
You're missing everything.
I had no idea.
Boxer's missing so much.
But
Now imagine because there's more levels to life, right? Because like we already knew about the boxer briefs. I'm glad we all know about the boxer briefs now. Now we got to figure out what's happening with the socks. Because I'm pretty sure there's like a higher brand of socks that like it might make you feel like you're walking on clouds.
so what I've seen, right? There's you know the socks that fit like a glove where they got individual inserts for your
I think they're
toes.
corny. I think they're corny.
Well, have you tried them?
No, but I think they're
So your opinion doesn't matter. What I've been seeing is they increase athletic performance. That's
you've
what I've
been-
been seeing.
So you've been seeing.
That's what I've been seeing, dog. I can't tell you what I've done. I can't even tell you research and data. All I can tell you is that a white man on Instagram with a very nice lawn went on that bitch and was like, nigga, you're not getting the most out of your feet because they're restricted. And you got to think about it. Like, imagine you walked around all day with gloves that were like snowball gloves. You know how like the gloves that you go in the snow with, they don't give you individual finger holes. It's just like a little sack you put over that shit.
Yeah.
And you get a thumb hole. That's
Yeah.
about it. Imagine you did that all day with your hands. Like, you wouldn't get the best of your hands.
That
But we do that with our feet.
That's
we
all-
completely disrespect our feet because, you know, like, you don't see them. But the thing about your feet is they're more important because it's your first contact with the ground.
Yeah. And
It's
even
just stability.
the build of the classic shoes that we wear now is just, it's made for you to have like toe problems and for your toes to be all kind of mangled together.
Yes.
And then on top of the socks. But the thing is with those, I've seen the shoes. Can we type in that?
The shoes
it's
are
already
stupid.
Yes, toe socks can potentially enhance athletic performance by improving grip, stability, and foot strength, while also reducing friction and improving moisture management.
Which is most important for some niggas.
They allow for better toe splay. You want better toe splay?
Toe splay is everything. You know what that is?
I know. That's how if I need to stretch my toe, I do that. Like,
You splay?
I press it into the ground and I do,
You get one of them things, the spacers that they put on your shit at the nail shop.
No,
Yeah.
nigga.
Oh, that's
I've
crazy.
seen that. Though. I've seen that though. I've
You
seen
seem
that.
like a put
No,
the
nigga.
brass knuckles
That's
on your
crazy.
toes,
Oh,
nigga.
nah, nigga.
Splay
The
them
foam
bitches.
joints?
The
Brass
foam in
knuckles.
between the toes, nigga.
Yeah.
But apparently that's better for your overall just daily life. If your foot has better grip, you have a better grip on reality, my nigga. I'm telling you, I think this is the next level for the feet.
This might not be bad right here for some toe shoes. Though.
What
They
celebrity?
might not be bad either. The problem is they look stupid and lame
But
shit.
No, they don't look stupid.
These are better than the other ones, though.
Better than like the sandal type
Yeah,
ones.
like
Zoom- go down?
Yeah.
Go down a little bit so I can see the bottom of that shoe.
Let's be
but
honest.
they don't.
Let's be honest. What celebrity has to wear these for it to become a thing?
Diddy.
No.
Diddy.
I don't gotta go that far.
Diddy. Because you got to think about it, right? He obviously likes slippery locations. So if he's getting away with wearing them bitches in the freak offs, nigga, that can go anywhere.
This would
That
make
can go anywhere.
the stock plummet. No, ASAP Rocky. Because he likes slippery things, but he's still like attached to, a woman.
ASAP Rocky was my first thought, and then I was like, "That's stupid. He don't have influence like that no more.
Yes, he does.
It's over.
He does.
It's over.
He does. He does.
He's not influencing the young jiggy niggas no more.
He does,
dog.
bro. He does. He does.
Nah,
He
man.
does.
Nah.
I don't think ASAP Rocky has very good marketing. And his wife is Rihanna.
Had very good marketing.
His case turned him into a fucking chairman of Ray-Bans.
His case.
Yeah.
See, I barely remember that shit happening, dog. Only thing I know about ASAP Rocky now is that he does underwear commercials that, like,
He's
get
been doing those for
subjected
years.
to.
Why are you blaming?
Subjected to, nigga. Like,
The
you just
underwear
be,
that you like now.
yeah, but I don't want to see him in them, nigga.
Somebody has to wear them, nigga.
Nah, clearly all that has to happen is a couple good homies say, "Hey, my nuts love these," and then it'll work. I don't have to see ASAP Rocky demonstrate, nigga. I can imagine what putting them on looks like.
If they had damn, those were just women version.
Yeah, those joints. I was just.
I'm not, You see, I just don't want it to be obvious that my fucking toes
or like separated type shit.
are separated. Like,
What's you don't want people to know that you're splayed?
I don't want to be splaying for the world. I'm already mansplaining. I don't want to be splaining for other shit. Like, think about for a shoe that actually improves your foot, it would look very stupid, dog.
Yeah,
like
because it would be
have
for your foot. It wouldn't be for your fashion. And you got to pick and choose what's more important to you, dog. Like, life is about priorities, decision making, right? Like,
You can wear those.
I think that we should
You
all get a
can't wear
pair.
those.
I think we should all get a pair for the pod. Come on, man, y'all.
Bro, they're unisex.
What's wrong with that? So is your fucking that hat you wearing?
Nah. Nah.
The way you change tires is very unisex, nigga. You can't
Nah,
complain
nigga.
about that now.
Nah, nigga.
Nah, nigga, it's about what's functional. The older we get, you're gonna realize that, like, you're gonna stop caring about what other people's opinions of you are. Like the other day, we was at the gay parade, right?
Yeah.
And he was very uncomfortable, Lauren. He wasn't secure enough in his masculinity. He was looking around. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna call my girl just so everybody here knows I like girls." I was like, "Nigga, what you tripping for, nigga?"
There's a bunch of random gay jokes and shit. Had to be funny.
That
It had to be, right? Like, he was just making fun of everybody.
the fact that wasn't funny means I didn't say that, Lauren. What I said was, I can't even say it. I can't even say, but I will tell you later because it's good. But
You didn't even say anything that was X-rated. You're a polite dude, dog.
but
You felt comfortable there.
shut up, nigga. You know what I'm talking about. But I was. It was a
Nah,
regular.
you was a little thrown off.
Everybody
You
was
was so-
thrown off.
you
You was
That's
thrown
okay.
off.
Well,
Yeah, but you was
but
making
I
it
wasn't.
obvious.
But I wasn't like.
well, stand in what you stand in
Hold
it
on.
instead of like asking for someone else to be a part of it. Stand in it.
That's
like,
all he does.
Hey, you were a little uncomfortable, and that's fine.
no,
that's okay.
but you gotta understand.
You're
like,
not used to that space. That's normal.
It's perfectly fine,
That's
dog.
normal.
hold on, Lauren.
He's about to get out
Lauren.
of the watch. He's gonna try.
I'm
Don't
not,
let him.
I'm not
Lauren.
about to. I'm not about to get out of anything. I don't need to get out of anything.
You want to get
But
into it? Ugh.
When we got there, it was.
You belong there,
We had
nigga.
went through. We had first stopped at the Juneteenth parade.
Yeah.
So we
Very
had chilled
comfortable there, Lauren. Those are our people, nigga. We was
That's
like, yeah.
I met a a criminal. He was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? He was
Why is that
criminal.
your go-to?
He was a criminal, but
On
he was
Juneteenth.
cool as fuck. He had great conversation.
Yo, we forgot to mention. And we can say his name because it's not fucking real.
Yeah.
The criminal that you met, his name was 𝙗𝚃𝚃.
Rock'em sock'em.
And the nigga was wearing glasses that only had one. What do you even call it? What is that called?
frame, side frame,
Like
one
the
lens?
the piece that goes behind your ears. the long
yeah.
piece
Yeah,
that goes
yeah,
behind
yeah,
your ears.
Yeah, yeah.
His
One arm.
glasses
one,
only.
one arm or whatever.
He had
arm.
one arm glasses, dog.
Yeah.
Like that, and he put them on like he was sophisticated.
yeah, like and
Don't even waste your time googling it because they didn't come like that. He broke them.
I just wanted
He
to
was
see.
just thugging them out.
Okay.
But nah, that shit was funny. Yeah, it had one arm to them shits. Bro.
yes, but all of those are made that way.
Yeah.
His, and that's the
Yeah,
funny part,
yeah.
and that's like, of course, I asked him how he got his name, and the nigga said, "Hey man, I swear to God," and started smiling, and then of course he's like, "Man, if a nigga," he didn't even say he beat niggas up. He said, "If a nigga whoop my ass, I'm asking for a rematch until I kill him." And he didn't say that, but he alluded to, "I'm gonna get my get back twice the times you whooped my ass."
Yeah, when I get back, it's gonna be
So
final.
He seemed like one of the niggas to where if you whoop his ass, he's gonna whoop your daughter's ass, regardless of age. He don't give a
It's-
fuck. Like, you hurt me, nigga.
Something for the whole
Alright.
family.
Yeah.
I'll show you pain.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But-
but he's a crazy dude.
But he was Muslim and he was great. Then we went to the Pride Parade up the street on Fayetteville Street, and we went out there to of course for some content, asking some people some questions. But it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was so much going on. It
There
was
were more gay people than black people. Like, if you compared the celebrations,
Oh,
just
okay.
about how, population, like volume.
Yeah,
of
how
the
many people
support.
went out to support their own thing?
There was a lot
Yeah.
of black people at the Juneteenth celebration because it was in Moore Square, and they pretty much had Moore Square packed out. We
Yeah.
was there. It was bothering me that there was a bunch of food trucks, and I ain't smell nothing. I was like,
yeah,
black people supposed to be better with seasonings. But other than that,
yeah,
it was a pretty good parade. But over on the gay side of things,
Yeah.
on Gay Day,
Yeah.
like, nigga, the support was through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
I kept noticing that there were a lot of kids. Not a lot of kids, but there was a good amount of kids there to where I was like, is this shit weird? And I had asked him. I was like, we was walking down the street. I asked Justin, I was like, damn, it's a lot of kids here. Is that shit weird? All of a sudden, this big gay dude in front of us, he was like,
yeah,
it's weird as shit. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I didn't even know he was fucking listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of kids there. And I was trying to think like, okay,
it was enough kids.
it was enough kids.
It was enough.
and they weren't just there, they was in there, Lauren. Like
it was
gay shirts,
Yeah.
gay socks, gay silly glasses. Like it was all over the place. And I was thinking like,
kids shouldn't even really care about sexuality for real.
that was my thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like gay or not, just be a fucking kid.
And it was only white babies. Only white babies.
yeah, only white kids.
So we weren't being affected. So let's not get our emotions into it. Let's just think of it, let's
We do this double down thing in society where we got to double down on who we are to make sure that we're okay with being who we are. Like, you don't got to do all that shit, nigga. Just be you.
Lauren,
The fuck?
you're so right. Like, there's always an overcorrection. Like,
Yeah.
the way the pendulum swings, it's like it'll be over here, and then it don't just be in the middle. Like, it just swings from there to all the way over there. Both extremes are fucked up.
Yeah, every time.
But it's just like one is a correction of the other one. So, like, this is better. But we don't, like, a bunch of gay kids. I don't know, because we wouldn't do that with any other adult conversation like that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like at the what did Amber Walk have?
The slut walk.
The slut walk. Should there be kids at the slut walk?
No.
When sexuality is like where the line gets crossed, because if there was like a gun parade, I might bring my son to a gun parade. I might teach my son when I have him. If I have a daughter, especially if I have a daughter, I might take her to the gun range, let her know like what a gun is, how to use it. But with parade, with sexuality, that's where it gets a little like, I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, it wasn't that many dudes. It was 2 dudes that was wearing their underwear. And I thought that was nice. Like, two is good. Because, you know, it's a gay parade.
Yeah.
It's a gay parade.
Okay. I think the gun parade is also a stupid place for kids to be. I think adult shit should just be left to adults.
What's adult? Like, what is adult shit?
Like, anything that you have to be above the age of consent to be able to participate in, you probably shouldn't be at the parade if you're 12. You know what I mean? Like, kids can't fuck. Kids can't have guns. Should kids be at alcohol parades? Should they be at the marijuana fest? Like, it's just it's a bunch of things to where, you know, get a babysitter, dog.
Well, kids aren't kids hardly. Kids don't be kids for long nowadays.
And they're
not able to exist as kids and do kid shit, which is explore different things. Like, way early on, you're introduced to like being judged by society and everything else, and you try to live above that via just following what's online and being a part of the. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, when I was a kid, before all this shit, like all niggas cared about was just going outside, playing, and creating our own stories. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, dog.
Creating our own stories. I didn't give a fuck about what they was doing in the other neighborhood unless we was doing it together because we went over there and got hooped or some shit.
Yeah.
We was just creating our own stories. Niggas was just fucking around doing dumb shit.
Yeah. Like, there were kids at the gay day parade that should have been like,
Wasn't fighting for no causes.
nigga, fuck a cause, dog.
No.
Like, you still trying to decipher if you want to be a vampire or a werewolf. Like, stupid shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
might have just tried to go Super Saiyan the week before.
No, I mean, you
Like-
just watched the Avatar movie. Now you think you have Avatar powers.
Yeah, like-
that's how you should be cosplaying.
I saw a video on Chi and I'm like, oh, you know, you can really control your Chi, nigga. I'm out here trying to do some shit, some stupid shit. Like,
So,
Nigga, when
doesn't
I was 9 years old, I swore to God that I was telekinetic. Nobody could tell me anything different. Like, we would be outside. The Chronicle movie had just came out, dog.
Right,
so like
right.
we was outside. We was like, I moved it. So, and then the nigga was like, yo, you had to be there to see it, dog. Like, I fucking moved the rock. And my homie was like, yo,
all right.
he moved the rock. Nobody else believed us.
So with you saying that, right?
Yes.
What would going to a gay parade do to you when you were moving things with your mind? Like, what would that do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would that hurt you?
I may have never switched to boxer briefs. Somehow, some way. Like, I might have just went straight to thongs. Like, cause
You would have had infatuation for wedgies? No, come on, dog.
you don't know.
No, you wouldn't have no infatuation, dog.
You don't know. The thing is, like,
Like, I'm just being, because, you know,
what was your question again? Lay the question on me one more time.
I'm just saying,
was
when
your
you were
question?
moving objects with your mind,
Yeah.
right, whatever age that was, like what was it, like 9, 10?
10, 9?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say 10 years old. What would going to a gay parade do to you? What harm would that do to you?
Instead of using my brain.
Let's just paint the picture for everybody. It was a gay parade, but it was a lot of regular people out there that were gay.
Well, gay people are regular.
people,
We-
Yeah, but when you think of a gay parade, it can be a little.
you think everything's gonna be flamboyant?
You
is what
think
you're saying?
We
flamboyant
didn't
and
see
aggressive,
them-
and there was some women with like fishnet and like a sticker over their nipple.
Okay.
Some.
Well, hold on. Let's be honest. There were dudes in tutus and fishnets and bras. Like, it just wasn't, you know, like Prince,
It wasn't PG all the time.
ashless chaps. But there was some
It was
people
very-
in
It was
there.
PG-13.
food trucks.
Also,
It was PG-13.
It wasn't.
PG-13.
No, it was.
It was honestly.
Nah, it wasn't PG-13. Nah, it told that line. It was right on the line between PG-13 and rated R. But the thing is, it was on that line, dog.
I say 13, man, because you got to understand, like, we was out there.
Well, you got molested at 13.
We
so
was
you
out
a little
there.
advanced.
We was out there, and I was a little bit younger, but we was out
Point
there,
proven.
and it wasn't a lot of weird stuff going on, you know?
Well, let's be honest.
It was just weird people. It was just like, okay, kids, that's weird. But in terms of like, all right, there's some regular food trucks, dude in a bra. I'm pretty sure if I go to a football game, I might see a dude in a fucking, what is it when dudes like a crop top? It's like,
well, you can't compare small jerseys to fishnets, nigga.
Yeah,
That's
but
completely different.
I'm just saying it's
still weird. But the thing is, it's like, you got to understand, we weren't.
But can you answer the question first?
What was the question?
What would it do to you?
What would it do to you?
I'm not sure. And you got to understand, we weren't in the parade. We walked through, and we was walking through the middle, and we was like, this isn't like right. Like, plus, like everybody there was at least 5'7" or shorter, so you could just see us. So we, instead of walking through the middle, we had walked onto the sidewalk. Then when we walked onto the sidewalk, we stayed right on the edge of the parade. We weren't in the middle to really see everything, and even from that vantage point that we was at, we still saw assless chaps. Bunch of niggas with like unicorn horns on, but that's all they're wearing, just a unicorn horn. Like it was some shit, and we weren't even really in the middle of it. So I can only imagine what freakery was going on in the middle. Not saying that they're wrong for doing what they do, because this is their day.
Yeah, and I'm
like,
not.
We can't judge what they're doing. My thing was, I was like, damn, is it weird that there's kids here?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that the whole him being there as a kid would necessarily do something to you, but I mean, I might not. I don't know if I really would even. I don't understand why we're I don't know. I guess we encouraging these fights. It feels like that, at least for kids. Like it feels like kids are encouraged to take on political ideas and all these different things at an earlier age today.
Nigga.
That just I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can educate your children about things, and you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should educate them, but just educate them on that. Don't ask for their help with it. Allow them to like learn it. Allow them to decide how they want to move within that structure or whatever that is, and then that'll be that. And if they have a cause they want to fight for, support them on that shit. But I don't think you need to lead that now. I don't know. I'm not. It feels weird sometimes.
It does feel like we're exposing kids to adult problems, like to the world that we created. To a certain extent, you have to prepare them, but at the same time, it's like, damn, nigga. And it's always happened because. Like, Lauren, your favorite sports team growing up was probably your dad's. You know what I mean? Just like that whole, you got indoctrinated into whatever he liked, so you're under that team.
Right.
It's the same shit with Gay Day, but that's just like, it's so much more severe. Like, do you like the same beer that your dad does? You know what I mean? Like, how deep does it go?
And it's weird, too, because it's like... True, a parade can sometimes just be a celebration. You might not be like fighting for anything, but the fact that there's any oppressed group parade essentially becomes that anyway, because you're already like an oppressed group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like people should just be able to celebrate, and we not think anything of it. You know what I'm saying? But it does become weird anytime you like enter kids into any sort of adult thing, quote unquote adult thing.
Yeah,
they don't belong here, dog. They should be at a water park.
It's
water park, slipping and sliding.
Be on a fucking skateboard or something.
Nah, I mean, breaking their bones.
Yeah.
Real kid shit.
Yeah. It's tricky, man.
Shoot a basketball over the backboard.
And it's not, we say this not because there's a problem with
no problem with a gay parade,
or
right?
like even having the parade. Like, you should definitely be able to do your shit.
Yeah.
But it's the kids there. Like, this is all about a sexual orientation. When you break it down. When you break down what it is, what's happening. So this is a celebration of a sexual orientation that has been oppressed. There was a point in time where it's like, you know, the gay homie, or not even homie, but if you found out your homie was gay, you know, if it was the 90s, you probably beat him up. Like, shit like that happened.
Yeah, you might kill him.
Yeah. Or even just like, you know, their own plight of having to go through normal, like, what do they call it, cisgendered families. And they come out the closet and it's like, okay, my grandma don't like me no more. Like all that, like that's just fucked up.
And all that shit.
Yeah. If like stepdad don't accept me no more, that's all fucked up. But this is all about a sexual orientation, which is where kids shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like we don't have heterosexual walks. You know what I mean?
But the norm can't always speak from that perspective.
Yeah, and exactly that is a place of privilege. That is a place of privilege kind of thing. And to where it's like, you know, if you oppress, it's like, you know.
And I guess you could say Valentine's Day was a straight holiday for a while until like it wasn't gay people kissing when the ball dropped. in the middle of the public, it was just really only straight families for a while.
Yeah.
Like it slowly but surely, gay people started like quite literally come out the closet. Like they were just like, oh shit, it's a couple gay people. Oh, it's a lot of gay people. Oh damn. It's a whole street.
So fucking
nigga,
giant
it was
Lloyd
all
on
of
they all
Fayetteville
claim to.
Street.
Yeah.
They had us in a tight little circle. They had them niggas on the whole street. Crazy, but they deserve it. Because there was a lot of gay black people out there. And it was a lot of cool people. We talked to...
Even that I like, but I also dislike sometimes. How
What,
like
gay black people?
No, that's funny. How having a conversation like this, not being a... I guess I have to respect that, not being a part of that protected class or that group.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like after saying anything that's just a conversation piece, you have to like then follow up with, but it's okay. And it's like, we could just have a conversation though.
I mean, we don't want to get canceled.
No, I feel it, but I also...
We like monetization.
It's not about that. I think it's about clearing up your ends, right?
I feel it.
Like
I feel it.
you don't want anybody to have a way in. So you got to be very specific on these topics.
Or you just be very specific about what you have an issue with. Niggas don't have an issue with the pride movement and the celebration. It's just, should there be kids here? And it's not even an issue. I'm just literally asking the question, like, should there be fucking kids here?
I
said it like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's not even like
an issue, but I'm asking.
I'm not even taking a stance where I'm like, kids shouldn't be here. But it's like, I don't think they should.
So do you...
So you're thinking...
Yeah. So
but listen to the difference in the tone.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It's
not a fully fleshed out thought, but it's more so just like a
Here's the thing. People think
curiosity, but not that kind.
People assume like anger is going to be attached to that immediately. I think that's the world.
I'm just a big black dude, you know what I mean? all this thuggery over here, they just they hear it different.
Oh my God.
They hear it.
But anger, I feel like in our culture now, like anger and outrage is associated with disapproval. So it automatically becomes like a fight. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of, you saying that point, you have to be defensive. Because you got to assume that your slight disapproval is going to be misconceived as like anger and like outrage and not, really
just
liking gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not what I want, dog.
Right.
Well,
right.
it's not even really liking gay.
It's complete opposite.
It's having...
I want more gay fans on LOI.
Nigga, we want all of them. We want all of them.
We got to get these demographics popping, man.
Nigga, it's like whether you're gay or not, it's like you like who you like. It's like if you like dudes, like dudes. If you like girls, like the video, It's all the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Subscribe, hit the bell.
What should they hit if they like dudes, though? Because you didn't give them a button.
Hit the bell 2 times because it's, 2 for good luck.
Ding it.
Technically 3 because after you do it 2 times, you undo it. So hit that bell 3 times, just click that shit. Grip your tongue while you do it. Fuck it. I don't care.
Grip your tongue like they should hold the tongue with the hand?
Like, I guess bite their tongue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to understand what you were talking about.
And this is why.
Grip your tongue.
Yeah.
How you...
That shit's
sure. I mean, they gay. They might have figured it out.
Yeah, I don't know. They might have
already been gripping, nigga. I got you, Jay.
Yeah,
got you, Jay. But
please like the video.
Yeah. We had talked to these one gay dudes, and they were those kind of gay dudes. You know how
yeah,
gay flirting.
Yeah.
Is trying to convince the other dude that he's gay.
Yes. it's like, and it's all this. It's like, y'all
same
never
shit every time.
So y'all never tried, and it's like, no, I honestly don't even like dudes. I'm telling the nigga, I'm like, honestly, no. And like, I'm telling the nigga, I haven't. I'm telling them a story of how I hugged I didn't hug a homie until like I was 17.
Yeah.
And I was telling him that story. I was like, even that was weird. Because it wasn't like a full hug. It was one of those like, boom, those daps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like one of the first times I ever seen some shit like, I was like, niggas do that?
Gay dudes will have you pulling out like unlike memories. Like I was talking to the one dude. I was talking to the one dude. He was like, "You never even just been like a little curious." And I was like, "Nigga, when I was 4 years old, I saw this commercial with Halle Berry. I think it was the Catwoman trailer, and I was like, oh shit, I figured out sex.
Yeah.
It's her. Yeah, I gotta fuck that.
Okay.
For the rest of my life.
But you see,
And he was like, oh, well, Halle Berry is bad. He's like, I'm gay and I'll fuck Halle Berry. I get that totally. I was like, yes, nigga.
yeah.
Now, answer these other questions. we wanna
Yeah.
ask.
But oh my goodness. Like they wow, they
took a strong liking to you.
first of all, no.
Wait.
That one dude liked you.
First of all, no.
with your old children topic, like what other adult things that we do regularly should we stop allowing children with?
We shouldn't light matches around kids no more.
Yes.
That's too. You know how responsible you have to be to hold fire in your hand.
You want to know what I was thinking, Lauren? Back when we was talking, I was gonna say after like team celebration, like when college wins, shit, like when niggas hit the streets, kids should not be there. But whenever anything in New York, like any team in New York wins, it's like niggas just take to the streets. There be kids out there.
Well, kids shouldn't live in New York.
They have to though.
But it's not the best environment for them niggas, dog.
It honestly is.
That's a terrible place to grow up.
Hilarious.
It honestly is because they see everything.
Too much.
It's not too much.
Have you ever fucked with a girl from Brooklyn?
You get to experience in real time. The more experience you have, like
The more
in-person experience with people,
Yeah.
the more you can form like a better understanding of the world compared to like looking on from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now you're gonna be like influenced by what you see and what people say about what they saw too. Compared to like being beside somebody, talking to somebody, having an actual conversation with people of different demographics within like a real time scenario.
And Lauren, unlike fucking, like here, where once a year it's a gay parade.
Right.
The once a year gay people are like,
Well,
you just see all gay people.
Well, there's a lot of gay people out here.
But
Parades only
though.
happen every now. Like you don't parade every day.
Yeah.
In New York, they parade.
You lose
every day.
significance if you parade every day. Like even the Puerto Rican Day parade happens a day out of the year. That's not like not a constant festival they do every Friday.
But that's
my nigga.
like the actual organization. I'm pretty sure there's block celebrations of just like, hey, I'm Puerto Rican. But you get the point though. It's just in terms of activity. There's a lot of gay activity in New York. It's a lot of activity of it's a lot of Muslim activity.
Okay.
It's a lot
How
of
does
Christian
that connect
activity.
to the other point? Like what are we talking about overall? I kind of forgot.
Just being able to like see it all in real time. Kids growing up in New York.
Kids shouldn't grow up in New York.
And I'm saying they should because
Of all those things.
you see everything so much to where you can kind of differentiate what's real and what's not.
Maybe.
What you are kind of gravitated towards, you know.
yeah.
I think that's how I think like there is a case for that, and I don't disagree with that sentiment. But you don't want to expose your kids to everything. That's the problem with New York is that you can't control what your kids are being exposed
Can't
to.
control that anyway nowadays.
Yeah, but there is a certain level of like
When did we get soft?
who
I think
you've been soft.
I think
2000s when you were born.
2000s.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck no.
y'all
Nigga,
generation
you
kind
were
of
the
ruined it
start
for
of
us.
it.
Fuck no.
Y'all
nigga.
generation
the
ruined
start.
it for us.
Fuck no, nigga.
Nigga.
We started the realest era ever, nigga.
Which one?
When I was born. But I was just saying in terms of like back in, not to be like corny and shit, but like honestly, back in Sparta or back in early days.
What year was that?
Your life, 300. Your life started when you were able to walk and use your hands. You were doing some type of work, whether that was hunting, whatever the village was on, if y'all was hunting and gathering, that's what you was on. So it's like you was exposed to quote unquote real life very early and a fucking dangerous life. Like why are kids? But
tell the full story because the niggas also died at like 40. That was a long life for a nigga back in that time period.
But it's still
you kind of had to get started early because you didn't have much time.
Yes, but it's still the idea of not like telling your kid what the world is.
Well, as technology advances, the world changes, and each revolutionary period within like technology or just how the way the world works, like we're stripped of something else. You know what I'm saying? Like the Industrial Revolution changed certain things, but we went away from other things. Like the information age changed a lot of things. in the good, but we also went away from a lot of other things, and like we lose a little bit of our like natural selves. It seems to be along the way, so we don't interact with the world the way we were intended to.
Yeah, like now we're in the online course era of life,
Right?
And we've lost so much dealing with this
Online course. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
e-courses?
you like masterclass though, nigga?
Masterclass is great.
I've never used it, so I don't really know if I like it. It just seems like intriguing.
That's cool. That's
I
solid.
wonder. I wonder.
Okay, well don't
I'm curious.
do that with
I'm
me.
questioning masterclass. yeah. But shut up. You're not making sense. I forgot my point now. Lauren was talking about how eras change, and through
Technology.
each change, we lose something that we had before.
Yes.
There is a trade-off to advancement.
Yeah.
But, at a certain point, the further you get into the future, the more things we've lost about what it meant to actually be human to begin with, dog. To the point where we're just all soft, plushy little things in pods watching Netflix.
Yeah, because
And
all we
what?
do is increase our convenience
Jerking
level.
off. There's going to be a point in time where you no longer jerk yourself off. Like,
It's already here.
Our kids won't even use their palms for pleasure. Like, it'll be some crazy advanced shit.
What's that one movie? I forgot what it was, but there was like a advanced movie where they were talking about procreating, like where it wasn't like natural sex anymore.
It wasn't sex. It wasn't fucking.
and
it was
then
procreation.
and then they was talking about like the girl was like the dude was trying to have sex and she was like, oh, like the real way, and they were like, ew, like it's
Yeah.
gonna get to a point where that's like actual
It's gonna be gross.
gross to people.
Know what I mean?
That's gonna be crazy. I
And
can't
like
imagine
the
that.
day that sex becomes gross, nigga,
Oh my God.
kill me. I'm gonna be the nastiest nigga alive.
Yeah.
Still fucking. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
But
nah.
we don't want to get to that point. Aliens don't really have gender. Like from all of like the incarnations and drawings and things that we've seen in descriptions, they just seem to be like little, like not physical. They're not physically formidable. Big brains, lack of identification. Like you can't tell like he's Bob and he's Jerry. They all look the same. And I saw this one theory
I wonder what that is.
that was saying that like they're just a fully evolved version of us. Like that's what we're gonna become one day.
yeah.
We're gonna start anal probing niggas, I guess. And we're just gonna lose all of like the necessary shit that we have now, like hair. Aliens don't have body hair. There's no alien with eyelashes or a mustache. It's
Because
not.
we're just gonna build around the world is to like not need that anymore.
Yeah, our brains are gonna be so advanced to where it's like we're essentially walking dolphins.
Yeah.
We're just all smooth.
Like we're finally gonna find a way to like
Telecommunications.
finally find a way to like not allow the sun to like impact our skin anymore, so we don't need like, you know what I'm saying, find a way to like help with
Elements.
sweat and all that other shit, so we don't need like hair anymore to help cool us off. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
we don't need
you
no
know what I'm saying?
fucking hair no more,
Random
nigga.
shit, just gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Barbers would go extinct, which they probably should, because they charging $50, $70 for a cut.
Crazy right
Nigga,
now.
them
Yeah.
niggas can.
Yo, shout out to your community because you do good work, but also fuck y'all niggas, man.
Well, I mean, you
They
can't
have
even
to-
shout out the whole community for the good work that they do, because some of them niggas is terrible.
Well, that's why I said fuck them niggas too.
Yeah, okay. I ain't hear that part. I just heard the love you was giving. But nigga,
nah.
barbers gonna go. There's gonna be a point in time where we are just feeble. And what's fucked up is everybody's not gonna be like that. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
niggas
only
up top, they still gonna have abs and fucking triceps and shit. Like they're gonna be able to fuck us up.
Yeah.
But everybody else, just the major public, we're gonna be weak.
Yeah.
We're gonna be weak and in front of a TV screen all the time, niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how our eyeballs are gonna evolve. Like, are we gonna be able to like just stare radiation in the face?
Nigga, we're probably gonna be able to see colors. Like it's not gonna be regular vision.
Cause you know how old people like. I feel like even niggas back in the 80s and the 90s, they would complain about looking at the TV for too long because it would hurt their eyes.
It was also shitty TVs.
But it was shitty TVs. But these new kids, they be getting tablet screens put in front of their face as soon as they plop out their mom.
Yeah.
Bruh, in elementary school, they be having fucking, that's how they do their work.
Devices,
Yeah.
dog.
Devices.
They're not gonna know how to. They're not gonna have the big ass notes.
They probably don't even teach longhand division no more.
No.
Longhand division. I don't even think I learned that shit.
That's crazy.
What the fuck is that?
That's
Like to like write out and divide shit
go
with
down.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
This shit.
Yeah, that whole shit.
Yeah.
That's how I learned math, nigga.
That's how, yeah, nigga.
That's how we learn math too.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't even know if they do that shit no more.
Hopefully.
Every year, not every year, every 4 years, I feel like they change the method for math.
Oh yeah.
They changed the method.
They changed.
Like
Yeah.
if you're, I remember my mom was trying to help me with my homework one time, and she was like, "Y'all, like, what is PEDMAS?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?" We learned a different acronym.
You know, like,
that shit was hee-haw back in the day. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
yeah.
And it just seems like a completely different, more advanced way of doing it, but it's the same shit, just different letters.
Who?
Did y'all learn PEDMAS? Were y'all part of that generation?
PEMDAS, yeah.
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS, see?
PEMDAS, yeah.
I was
You
good
saying
at
ped? What was that?
PEDMAS.
Oh, shit.
Maybe that's why I kept failing. I was fucking doing it out of order. My M was in the wrong place.
That'll fuck you up.
Division.
That'll fuck you up. For sure.
Yeah.
But nah, I wonder who's in charge of changing education. What's his?
Whoever he was, Trump was trying to fire him.
Yeah,
Dude, he was trying to get rid of the Department of fucking Education. Nigga.
yeah. I'm like, damn.
And he bombed Iran the other day. Y'all see that shit?
He did.
Yeah. After saying it was gonna take him 2 weeks to try to come to his decision. That's a funny time period to put on something too. Like, nigga, it's gonna take me 2 weeks to figure this shit out.
And what's crazy is it's like he came out. He was like, at first, Israel, they bombed Iran. They was like, nigga, we're bombing them. U.S. came out and was like, we have we're not getting into this. We did not tell them to do this, but we knew about it, right? Which is funny, right? Because you can know about it and you can do nothing to stop it. But
Which
they
is
kinda,
the same thing as doing it yourself.
Especially with Israel.
That's my
because
theory on 9/11.
we own, not we own Israel. I don't know if Israel own us, but whatever that relationship is, we're in cahoots, and that shit is deep.
Oh yeah.
It's
By the way,
very
take
deep.
everything said after this with a grain of salt. Because we know nothing.
Yeah, we
dog.
don't.
We don't fucking know it. I'm
also-
getting
we also
nervous the more he speaks about
Yeah,
this.
we also had 120, by the way.
Well, 1 hour and 20 minutes of podcasting,
Yeah.
fully?
Yeah.
All encompassing, all included.
115, yeah.
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
right? Here's what we're going to do. You're going to clap. I'm going to do the real intro to the show. And then we're going to go in. We're going to bomb on this shit. We're going to bomb this topic.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Bomb. Oh my god, yo, innocent people lost. They used.
Nobody's going to get
Oh
hurt
my
on this.
God.
America.
Yep.
Back again. Once again. Time and time again. This is LOI the Show. I'm your host, Tony G.
J Noble's women on the boards.
Yeah.
F-Mac is taking a shit. He ain't been
Yeah.
back in the last 15 minutes, right?
Nah, he went to go pick something up.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
Yeah.
he's
Some
abusing
toilet
that.
paper.
Nah, some stuff for the new set.
Okay, I'm about to
The
say.
new set.
Yeah.
Oh, we putting this boy to work. I like that. Okay. Well, shout out F-Mac doing intern things.
He's doing good things.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all for doing what I told y'all to do. Like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Y'all know the rules, especially if you're gay. Hit the bell 3 times. But for real though, hashtag office hours in the comment section below. Part where we answer your question near the end of the episode. Hashtag YLOI. You can also DM us the question. But
He did it.
yeah.
MAGA, man. MAGA sent them missiles. Bombed the nuclear base too. Let's get some real proper information up on this launch. Let's do that. Appreciate you, brother.
They said they bombed the entrances to the nuclear bases, but I was looking
So
up.
they can't even get in and strike us
They
back.
can't even. They didn't even. I heard they didn't even destroy the base.
Yeah, we
And
just hit the door.
now I know nothing about the military and their artillery, but
Call your brother.
apparently, nigga, I should. Apparently, a B-32 can wipe out a country if it wanted to in a
It
couple
can
days.
ruin a lot of weddings.
It can ruin so many weddings.
brown birthdays and brown weddings. It can get all of them up out of here.
Good God. Allah wills it. But yeah, they didn't even destroy the nuclear base. But let's just read some information that regular.
And is this the Washington Post?
Yeah. This is CBS News.
So do with that as you will. But
Yeah.
the United States launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. President Trump announced Saturday evening, calling them a spectacular military success. Everything he does is
It's
the best that's ever been done.
It's a spectacular, it's a beautiful symphony.
Yeah, he speaks to dumb niggas. But where was I at? Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Prior to his address, the president wrote on his Truth Social platform, which I can't believe. Like, the only time I ever see a post on Truth Social is when Trump does it and when the New York Times picks it up.
Yeah.
I've never, like, I don't even know what their logo looks like. They have the best, worst marketing possible.
It's probably the Teen Titans logo.
But on Truth Social platform, that a full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site for a doe. The president also said all U.S. planes made it safely out of Iranian airspace. Now, I don't know how close this is to the Netherlands. I'm ignorant on that. But Nuso,
it's far away.
Just
It's
wave
good.
a white flag in the comments to just make sure you're okay. Because he said that he was a part of what conflict was he seeing like strays from? Was it the Ukraine one?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of bombs being thrown. In.
Yeah.
There's no bombs in the Netherlands.
So you don't pay attention to our fans, nigga. On one platform we was on, either Homeroom, shout out to Homeroom, Tuesdays at I believe 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But Nuso was saying something. It might have been the Patreon. Nuso was saying that he saw, like, he can literally see the bombs, the missiles just going through the sky. He's in a safe zone to where it's like he's not really a part of the shit because, you know, who beefs with the Netherlands? You got to be a dickhead to beef with the Netherlands. But he said he's seen them soaring through the skies, which is enough to where it's like, damn.
It's a country called Latvia.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's a lot of dumb country names.
Yeah.
Yo, so when this shit first happened,
yeah.
my mom called me. She was like, yo, be careful. Trump bombed Iran. I was like, how you want me to be careful? She was like, just keep your head on the swivel. I was
Yeah.
like, Mom, if they bomb Raleigh, like, me seeing it coming ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
I can't dodge it. I can't, like, fake it out like, oh, I'm going over here and then juke it.
And what's really like, all right, what's really surprising to nobody, especially at this point, is the idea of our ties to Israel. Like, I've been really seeing a lot of people like really questioning, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are we in bed with this country? Where is this loyalty coming from? I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Whether that be like
You don't have the answers?
Like some dude on I'm saying like with some dude on TikTok really exposing it and like he somehow comes up missing. You know, like, I don't know if somebody's really gonna really try to expose the inner workings of like why we have to do what they say.
Oh, no worry, I got you, buddy.
How do you even say his name? Netanyahu?
They know who you're trying to do. That was actually
Netanyahu.
that's as close as we gonna get.
Damn.
That's pretty
So
good.
just clip that and play that every time we had to say his name.
And can we look up his name too, please? Netanyahu. Because this guy, and we're also gonna briefly talk about
Something else we don't know about.
something else we don't know about Benjamin Netanyahu. We're also going to talk about the Tucker Carlson and the Ted Cruz interview, because in that interview, Ted Cruz was just saying a lot of things he probably shouldn't have said.
He confirmed that we was going to support Israel before President Trump did,
He confirmed
which was interesting.
he confirmed that, like, no, Israel is us.
Yeah.
I believe he said, why is there a fly here?
Something to that extent.
He said, no, we are Israel. And but nah, man, it's fucked up. But
Lauren, real quick, because you had asked for the guy who they're eventually gonna murder for all the information he gives. Go down to Kai and LeBron James stream. That link. Yes.
and I'm gonna put
We
this,
called it that just to throw off the military on, you know, what we got going on and shit.
Oh, I've seen this dude recently, actually.
He's pretty good. I fuck with him.
I've been
Play
seeing
this.
him.
I got you. Hold on, let me get it.
Real quick, I think his name is This Is Cypher. He's been going crazy on, you know, just social media for his breakdowns and his intellectualism and
Yeah.
how he really divulges on these nerdy topics, dog. Like you can tell he does his research. He talks fast, but you got to listen slow.
Exactly.
Run it.
Talk about the war against.
I'm not sure what happened.
Lauren, what you got going on, brother?
I literally disconnected from my internet because it was going too slow. It's just going slow right now.
Yeah, you might have abandoned AJ's Wi-Fi.
But yo, I have been seeing this guy. I
heard
really
this,
like
yeah.
him. I like.
I think he's starting back.
I can't listen to all of his videos because, you know, he gets a little like.
I feel like he wouldn't like you. All
I'm about to try it again, all right?
right, try it again.
on right now, and literally the most dangerous thing about it is that everyone thinks they have time, but this is actually the problem, because each party thinks that they can escalate just enough to gain leverage, retaliate just enough to send a message, absorb just enough loss to maintain legitimacy, and hold back just enough to avoid total war. They all think the line hasn't been crossed yet, but history is shaped by moments where everybody miscalculates simultaneously. See, we're gonna walk through all these little we still have time moments that each country's going through, because Israel thinks that we can bomb deep into Iran and they'll stop just short of drawing Hezbollah fully in. The U.S. will cover us diplomatically. We can manage a multi-front conflict like we always do. But people need to understand in relation to this, into this line of thought, is that one full Hezbollah invasion changes everything. The Iron Dome won't hold forever, and world opinion is shifting. There's a limit to U.S. appetite for war, and I haven't seen anybody pro it. Iran thinks if we bleed them enough, they'll back off. Well, our nuclear facilities are hardened. They can't destroy them all. Hezbollah is our ace. Unplayed. We still got this. The world sees us as the victim now. This is what we've always wanted. A decisive Israeli-U.S. strike could set them back decades. If they overplay Hezbollah or strike too hard on civilians, global sympathy will flip in a handy. And see, here's the thing. The U.S., especially under Trump, is thinking like this. We can flex muscle, win an election, and pull back. No boots on the ground means no real war to people. And Iran won't retaliate directly against us, but Iran can retaliate via proxies, cyber attacks, strategic oil disruptions. I can come up with a few right now. It's literally that easy. A single U.S. aircraft carrier sinking is an irreversible threshold. And there's two over there. People need to get how serious this is, right? But this is the precipice phase for all of these systems, because it's where institutions continue to perform normal operations while spiritually, socially, and militarily disintegrating. It's not denial. I can just point to it right now. Financial markets staying open while missiles fly, that's a hyper-controlled performance. Leaders giving press conferences as if there'll still be a next election, that's a hyper-controlled performance. You got to get it. Civilians still planning vacations, believing they won't really do it. The fact you had to ask. You see what I mean? Because this type of stress, you don't get the rupture when people panic. That's not what it is. It's when they still believe they don't need to. And you can see this reflected directly in the way that, in the way this is looking. Because I feel like we're in the middle of pre-World War I conditions.
Pause. The beautiful thing about being stupid is that all you got to do is find one, maybe two smart guys and just point at them and be like, yeah, that's what I mean. So that's what I'm talking about. And then you can just live the rest of your life. Like, some niggas get by off just that. I did it with high school.
Yeah.
Like, Susan, come over here. Sit down beside me. Yes.
For sure.
Let me see what you did for the homework.
Yeah.
All right, let's compare that with what I did. Nothing. Blank. Let's try to see if we can merge these two worlds.
Yeah.
And then you proceed forward. I don't know.
But
like, can anybody in this
nigga,
room say what was the major point of what he just said?
Nigga,
Yeah.
I want to hear him
Yeah,
talk
I can.
about like cereal, like some goofy shit.
Yeah.
I bet he could like Cheerios. They say you should add sugar to Cheerios, but
He was saying that everybody's overplaying their hand, not realizing that we're just going down the same path that we've always gone down and doing so. We all think we can manage things that we cannot manage, and it always boils over. Like, once the pot boils over, You have spilled water now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once water is spilled, someone's got to clean it up. And the deciding factor that can change the world view of things.
Yeah.
And if the world view switches to where we're the villains,
The aggressors.
and the villains, then that can mean a lot of things for us, because there's already a lot of in
Hate
my
America
opinion,
sentiment.
There's already that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the problem. Just in terms of like preconditions, this is the best time for that kind of narrative
To be driven
around the world,
around the world.
to really be set in stone.
Yeah.
Because, nigga, we're not on Chinese Twitter, but there's
Right.
no telling what kind of shit they've
They're
been talking
saying,
about us for
exactly.
the last 15 years.
Exactly.
And South America don't really like us either. They just got to put up with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a gold digger being with a dude that is just like, he's fat, he's slimy, he's kind of a dickhead, but it's like, I'm just waiting for him to die so I can get his resources.
Yeah.
She's got to put up with us. So South
Yeah.
America is like, they cool, but it's like they not really cool with us. like that.
And going back to the election piece, this alone, just the figurehead who is in office, like the ideals and the way that he operates alone just brings a certain amount of tension in general.
This is the perfect time to get at us, dog, because we got a dude in office who's stupid and doesn't know it, which is a dangerous combination. What Putin was doing with Trump was like classic, like we're bullying the shy kid, and he doesn't there's nothing he can do about this shit, dog. That whole when they was doing the whole thing with him and Zelensky and all them shits, like trying to negotiate peace, nigga, Putin never wanted peace. He just knew he could convince Trump that he might have wanted it. And Trump's got a big ego to where it's like, damn, you know, I'm the best deal closer in all of the world. Like, if anybody can do this, it's me.
And it's so
he played right into that shit.
It's so many different things because at the same time, Zelensky was also trying to get some more support for the war. So it's like, and it's the perception of what America is like. We're the protectors of the world. We're the big USA, nigga.
We're in NATO.
We're
in NATO.
Yo, what's going on over there? We going on over there. Let's bring our men over there.
Would you just Google real quick?
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if that law went through yet or not about concealed carry. If I still need to go get my concealer, if I could just go ahead and do it.
What you gonna do? Shoot the missile?
No, just all the tensions just make you think. You know, I should probably carry my piece a little more. It's at home for home defense, but
all the tension is happening like thousands of miles away.
Yeah, but you know, I've seen a lot of
I know
conspiracy things.
Yeah.
What you been seeing?
Antifa, nigga.
I'm lying. I'm just thinking about. I just had a really wild thought. I had like, you ever seen that movie? What was it called, like Red Dawn or something? I think is what it was.
I've heard of it.
I've seen, yeah.
Where it was like a inside, not inside job, but like people who had like already been living here.
Yeah.
Once their people like gave them the okay, like, hey, it's time to actually
sleeper agents,
like sleeper agent type shit.
Yes, sleeper agents.
They went and put on their turbans, and it was just a wrap.
Yeah, like it was fact.
That's the thing. I mean, sleeper agents. I've been seeing that on Twitter. Like Iran is like, there's been rumors of them about to like wake up some sleeper agents, but I don't.
I don't know about all that. I'm going.
That might be fear mongering.
I'm literally just.
That might be fear mongering.
That happens every war.
Yeah,
that might be fear mongering.
Like back when we were scared of Vietnamese people.
For sure.
We were scared of Vietnamese.
Yeah, I was just playing around with like my whole Google search. That was a personal thing. You just ended up asking about it. Like I just wanted to know something for like my own thought. But
this whole thing, as far as us getting on the ground, I don't know if that will ever happen. I don't think it's necessary. Like we have planes with missiles.
That's what he's saying. He just said, he was just talking about that in the video.
He was describing you in this video.
Yes, he was.
Literally. Like, just in terms of like, not blissful ignorance, but the you know, I got like 3 more strokes in her. You know what I mean? I know I'm hitting this bitch raw, but I can hold it for 3 more strokes, and then 1.5 goes by.
Nigga, that's you.
You
what?
bust your load.
Come on, dog. That's
you bought
us.
a Plan B more currently. Pause. You bought a Plan B more recently than me.
But
I haven't purchased one in like years, in probably like 3 years. Yeah.
He said
maybe more.
He said it. I didn't. But you bought way more Plan Bs in your life than I have.
I've lived more than you. Yes.
Well, say how you want it.
Yeah. I walked right up to that edge and I jumped.
Niggas like
I was like, yeah, fuck it.
But I don't. What was you saying though? What was the overall point?
Just in terms of
yes.
Being overconfident. Being so overconfident that you overplay your hand, and then you end up in a situation that was literally the worst case scenario, but it happened, and it was partially your fault
because you didn't think
because you weren't privy to the conditions being already set.
Yeah.
The thing about studying history is that it tells you what's going to happen. You don't have to be psychic. You don't have to be Nostradamus. You don't have to be a mentalist. All you have to do is study history.
Yeah.
And you made fun of me for researching like Hitler's rise and the whole bleep, the whole Nazi party to see what that really was, because they kept
don't combine that. I didn't. It wasn't because you were researching that.
No, that's exactly what you did. For researching that and trying to see how that could correlate to what's going on today. And once you do the research, it's like, nigga, you can't ignore.
It's scary because, like you said, we don't.
You can't ignore probability.
You don't know what the rest of the world is saying about this dude already.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, you can't. Majority of the country did.
No, I said we can't.
Yeah, but majority of the country did. That's what I'm saying. But even knowing that it's important to not do that,
but also
it can still fucking happen.
Everybody, because right now, and we're gonna move on with this because it was an hour and 20-minute pre-show. By the way, like the video because of that. But the grand feeling of the country right now, I forgot which analyst was talking about it, but it was a black dude in glasses. He's one of the best. He's black. and he was basically saying a sentiment that I've seen on Twitter was like, look, Iran shouldn't have nuclear anything. They shouldn't have any uranium to be able to combine with oxygen, anything. So that we should help blow up a base with possibly, you know, the type of missiles that could like destroy everything. But nobody wants a war. So it's this like weird like scale of like, there's so many different things at play because everybody feels the same way. Like, what, Trump?
Battles are being fought right now.
War.
Battles have been being
War.
fought. And you got to understand, right? Like, the great philosopher, Lil Yachty once said,
Yeah.
that's why I don't hop in beefs because I go too far. Next thing, y'all boys done hugged it off. And now I'm in your beef. You always got to be careful with shit that you jump into. And especially the way that you do it.
Well, you're saying jump into, nigga, we might not even have a choice. Like, that's the thing. We are in war. Like, that's how close we are to the country, the big I. I don't even want to keep saying it because I don't, you know.
But like he was saying, this isn't a real, it's an attack, of course. But this is more so just a flex of power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like grabbing somebody
That's
and
what it
just
was,
like
yeah.
holding them in place and just showing you. Like,
Yeah.
if we fought, I could hold you in fucking place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But that could, with the wrong nigga,
That can flip.
that can flip and become
Yeah.
okay, we're fighting now because
Yeah.
you got me in a weak position.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not just about to be in a weak position.
Yeah, and you don't even know that.
I'm ready.
He might come back
And you don't even know that my little cousin over there, who's really the big cousin,
Yeah.
is already ready to
Got a
ride.
rusty screwdriver.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's ready to poke him.
Ready to poke, bro. So it's like, yeah, you don't even know.
Nah, man. It's straight. Can you
It's
want
an overconfidence.
Can you click on that Ted Cruz one?
Which one?
What was you
Ted
saying?
Cruz.
It's an overconfidence.
Yeah.
That's leading us. And, you know, we have a very arrogant leader right now. So that's the state of America. There's a lot of blind, blissful ignorance that looks like success because you can't see that you fucking up.
Well, that's what America is. Unfortunately, like,
There used to be more diplomacy.
but
It's
America,
worse.
but
Yeah.
That's your argument
Well-
for everything, dog. Like, I
Well,
know
I'm just saying,
that
well-
if we have a conversation, it's not even political. It's just, it could be anything. Like, we could be talking about balloons popping faster.
That's how it
He's
always
going to
is.
say it's,
Well, that-
it's
well-
always been that way.
well-
Balloons have always popped fast.
well, that's kind of.
I was rewatching our stream. I don't even remember what the fuck we was talking about.
So why even bring it up?
Tyler Perry.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we have
Got
to.
him.
We might have to bring that back. But what about
Touch
it?
on it. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry.
Shame.
I feel no shame, nigga. I'm still the gay parade.
Tyler Perry, we running out of
still in
time.
it. We ain't running out of time.
We
could
are.
be
What time
here-
we at?
We could be here all day.
140.
Come on, we ain't even hit 2 yet. Relax. Tyler Perry and his transgressions, you know what I mean? Like, I was saying that, yo, it's fucked up. Woo. You was like, Tyler Perry deserves ass. Nigga, like, this has always been happening.
Well, that was funny.
But you let up. You followed.
Tyler Perry
with
deserves
it's
saying
always been happening.
saying Tyler Perry deserves ass. That's like, come on. But
I'm
what,
telling
what,
you, your
basically
main
what I-
rebuttal to things
No.
is that shit has always been the
basically
case.
what. First of all,
Which doesn't
why do you
change
always?
anything.
You don't have to do that to try to beat me. The main objective of when I said that was that
They know. They watch.
Tyler Perry was already doing. He was already liking white boys. He was already getting white boys. It's just somehow this white boy who had a TV show that didn't go through wants to sue for 200. It's a lot of context. Please don't do that. But when I was saying that America has always been this way,
Yeah.
is that what Lauren, I think you had said it. It's
Maybe I don't know.
maybe, but we lost that cloak. It's something.
So it hasn't
but-
always been this way.
No,
we lost
it-
our cloak.
No,
there
it-
was a point in time where we had a cloak.
I'm saying that the cloak is really the internet, and it really kind of goes back to technology always. That we don't, as Americans, we don't get to see our destruction. We don't get to every day we just go to the food line. Damn, I gotta go to work. Fuck, it's traffic. We're not seeing the destruction of like really what we are.
Yeah.
It's destructive and we take over shit.
It's a blind
and it's
ignorance.
Always been that. And I'm pretty sure he's touched on that. I'm pretty sure everybody, I'm not saying nothing new.
Whoa.
But I'm just saying that it's like
it hasn't
this.
always been that.
It's come on, though.
It
Can we
hasn't
be
always
honest?
It
been
hasn't always been that. It
It
started,
hasn't always
with
been that, dog.
revolution because other people were, you know what I'm saying? America's
But
America has had several different climates. There's been several different, like, just in terms of what's going on and what the current state is. Of course, some shit is cyclical to where it's a different iteration
Weren't we-
of the same thing. But nigga,
wasn't America instrumental in like
slavery.
well, no, in starting like the global like world trade type shit? Like the weren't they instrumental in like the treaty to like have trades and certain things?
yeah, in terms of just global,
Like
having imports and exports and all that
we-
shit.
we
We was a part of that shit because
was
we
like-
was getting shit from Great Britain.
Yeah, it was
We were
all
still
like-
getting tea.
like all of this
You
shit.
need that tea, nigga.
I feel like there was, and I'm not a historian at all by any. I'm not even close to that word.
They'll correct us.
I mean, yeah, I'm not even close to that
They'll
word.
call us dumb.
After they Google
But
it.
yeah, but right. But in general, there definitely were different diplomatic eras of the U.S. where it felt like peace brokering was more important. Like worldly affairs, we did always have our hands in places that didn't need to be, but it was never like it wasn't always.
It wasn't
Wasn't-
always.
It always wasn't
this.
always
Was
like
it?
it wasn't always like putting your head on the water like I could. Hey, if I could drown.
Well, Lauren,
maybe.
Lauren, it kind of was. It just was on a smaller scale.
Lord, he's doing it to you.
And the only thing
He's doing it
is,
to you
I know
right
he's
now.
trying
and hold on, the only thing is that we were the ones drowning, getting like, oh shit, I can't breathe, nigga, please stop. And another thing, wasn't the people that came over here, weren't they like kind of criminals? They weren't like they weren't the
Yeah.
they weren't the finance
Which is-
they weren't the finances of Great Britain.
A
They
lot
weren't
of
the,
them.
they weren't the
There was greedy
they
dudes
didn't
that
eat
was
their
trying to
salad
get
with the
rich.
salad.
Yeah.
There was
sport.
greedy risk takers, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why it's ironic that they have like the policy on immigration is what it is today. It don't make that face because you voted for the nigga that's causing this to happen. But they try to make it seem like the Haitians are eating the dogs.
All that other shit.
The fucking Mexicans are graping the kids. They trying to make it seem like it's all bad, nigga.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers that came here and took this country were probably edophiles. Some of them.
Nigga, yeah.
I don't trust Christopher Columbus. Or who was the nigga that fucked Pocahontas?
Nigga, John Henry.
Nigga.
Wait, no. What?
Something. I don't know.
This nigga said John Henry wasn't. Didn't he
say
beat
Henry.
a train?
Nigga,
John Henry raced the
I
train.
didn't
raced
say
the
I didn't
train.
say Henry, nigga. I just said John, and I stopped.
John something. Well, that guy, nigga.
I was gonna say
John.
Come on.
John the Third got Pocahontas when she was 12. Nigga, when we was outside, don't worry, we're gonna go back, but to Rock'em Sock'em, when you had came up, some Israelite dudes had came up and was like handing out papers.
Yeah, you
They-
was just talking to different levels of delusion.
I was like, yo, this is wonderful. And he handed out the paper, right? I was like, okay, this is cool. Appreciate you, brother. He handed out one to Rock'em Sock'em. He was like, bro, I'm Muslim, bro. Don't come around me with that. And I was like, oh shit, Rock'em Sock'em's getting angry.
Yeah.
And so the good brother, he was light skinned, crazy, but he came at him with a soft tone. He was like, it's funny that you say that, brother. I was actually Muslim as well. And at that point, I was like, oh my God, this
That
is
was
like,
his end.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So Rock'em Sock'em goes like, how you drop the word of Allah?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Which is a good question.
How the fuck you drop the word of Allah? Man, get out my face, man.
Hell,
You drop the
you
word of
fucking
Allah.
clown.
But brother, I'm saying in the book of Woody Whoop Whoop and Woody Whoop Whoop,
Yeah.
this is what's his big point. Apparently, Muhammad had a woman. Her name was Shia or something. And if you do the science, she was
math.
6 years old
When he married her.
when he married her. And on top of that, it says
Allegedly.
in the Muslim somewhere, Bible. I'm just gonna say it. It's Bible.
According to some niggas on the street.
According to some niggas on the street,
All this matters because it's
by
like
some Israelites though, they're not regular people. They're not
didn't-
regular people.
They didn't have a lot of tassels. They had a couple.
You got to earn them.
and that's what I'm
they were
saying.
young
we
brothers,
talking
though,
to some
but-
young tier niggas. They might not have it all together.
They were young brothers, and they might have had their kufis in their back pocket. They didn't know they was gonna need 10 extra bonus points to
For-
beat a fucking hooligan like this. But
Yeah.
he, you know, apparently in the Bible, the Muslim Bible, it says that you can divorce a prepubescent person, woman.
But if she's hit puberty, you got to stay married to her. You can't divorce her.
But
Allegedly, because
Allegedly.
I don't even know if this is true.
allegedly,
It sounds insane.
allegedly, and that all goes back to the point of when you brought up the people that possibly came here were pedophiles, and they probably were.
There was creepy dudes. This country didn't belong to them. They
Yeah.
took it from niggas, and now all of a sudden it's fucked up for you to just walk over here.
What I do want to say is,
Even though they used to live here. How did that connect? Because you were making a major point.
Well, yeah,
something stupid.
Because his point was essentially that we've always been doing this. We always had our hand like on,
Which is what I told you he was going to do.
Which is true in essence, but there is a difference in like positioning yourself and putting yourself on somebody's soil or just doing things like that to where it's like, hey, I got you. I'm here. Don't remember. Don't forget I got you. And it's a difference in doing that and not saying anything, just like kind of showing up that you're powerful. And another way of like doing it and be like, nigga, say a motherfucking word. I swear to God, you say a word out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different to like threaten somebody and like tease them and be like, hey, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm still me, nigga. You gonna agitate niggas.
And you want to know defense. And you want to know possibly where we learned that, and I'm saying we as a nation, as America, where we possibly learned that trauma from? Great Britain. Because that's what they were doing for like forever. They were just shitting on the world, like literally, like Leopold and like all these other. He was, I don't know, but yeah, I'm just saying.
Don't excuse shit.
I'm just saying.
Still wrong.
I'm just saying.
Don't matter who taught us.
Of course, but
it's wrong.
You just make like a point.
You can have an alcoholic father, and you can either become an alcoholic or a pothead, or just straight like sober. It's options, nigga. We didn't have to do what they did. We wanted to be better, right? That's how we marketed ourselves. But I do believe we was like, just like Great Britain, but just with a little bit more twang. You know what I mean? Just more sugar in there, shit. Yeah. It's a little bit sweeter for everybody.
Yeah.
And it was a lie.
Pimp my country. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what our marketing was. But the reality of it was that, yeah, at a certain point, we built our way up to like really, you know, I don't even know geopolitics or whatever that is. I don't know if we can control. I don't know if we control the world. I just know we have our hand in a couple different countries.
The Federal Reserve controls the world.
They control the world. But we built up to this place where we can like, bomb there. We'll let them. We'll wait. But in the beginning, it was us. So it's like we've always.
What was us? We were still in that position to fuck up the whole world?
No, in the beginning, we were the ones being bombed.
So shit hasn't always been the same.
I'm saying
since we took power.
Since America's got here, they was like, we can't do this. We can't do this ourselves. So they enlisted, you know, brown people. Some were, you know, indentured servitude. Some, you know, were like actual slaves. You know, it was honestly a good mix. That's why I read.
Well, now we wasn't a world superpower during slavery.
But I'm saying it built up. But that's where the fuck you, the beatdown started of like America showing their muscles. They showed their muscle on us. So this is what it's always been. It's just, and I'm happy that technology is kind of showing us the reality. You know what I mean? The unfortunate reality.
I think it was after World War I, right? Or II? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we had to get super industrious to be able to fight in the fucking war.
Yeah.
And that shit had lasting effect.
By the end of World War II, the U.S. emerged as a leading global power.
Mm-hmm. You know how quick that is?
A role that was solidified after the collapse of the Soviet. So after the collapse of the Soviet Union, it was solidified in 1991, leaving the U.S. as the sole superpower in 1991 at the time.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we've been flexing muscle. Even, man.
That wasn't that long ago, though.
It was not.
Lauren was alive.
Yeah.
I was born.
Nigga.
Yeah, now
Will Smith is still
two.
cool.
Now these are considered the...
Yeah, it's U.S. and China. Mm-hmm. Faux shizzle.
Hey, man. China can try their best. They better catch up. But what else do we have? Yo, let's go to Jojo Siwa fake gay. So everybody know Jojo Siwa, and it's funny. We probably should have segued into this after the gay parade talk, but Jojo Siwa has turned a new leaf.
Okay.
She is no longer homosexual. And now I'm not smiling because that's a good thing. I'm just smiling because, you know, she's happy. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's read. Hold on.
You want to read this?
Yeah, I'm going to just pull it up on my phone because
right.
Reading it on that TV is a fucking pain.
Nigga, that's not going to help you, nigga.
So former Nickelodeon star Jojo Siwa says she felt pressure to come out as a lesbian as a minor. Pure evil. And this Twitter account is Colin Rugg. He tweets about a lot of different things. But Siwa made the comments as she opened up about her new relationship with the man. Siwa, who's no longer a lesbian, said she felt pressure from the LGBTQ community, according to You Mag. This is in quotations. From people I know, from partners I've had, you just get put in this world where you feel like because you now have said, oh, I'm a lesbian, you have to be a lesbian. And the truth is, sexuality is fluid. In a weird way, I think pressure came a little bit from inside the LGBTQ community at times. Siwa has since broken up with her girlfriend and is now in a relationship with a male. She says the relationship has been beautiful development, a beautiful connection, and I'm absolutely head over heels for him, and he's the same way. Let's look at her be happy. Let's be happy for this bitch. Come on, man.
I got you, Jay.
This is holy matrimony, man.
Wait a minute. Cut
Yeah,
that shit
when
out.
he needs, yeah.
Dancing through
Beautiful,
life.
man. Now, I don't know if she should be sued for maybe like influencing kids to like think about being gay. I think she has done more. Like, kids shouldn't be listening to her. Like, we talking about gay parades, nigga. Kids shouldn't be
That
listening
picture
to
of her
her.
on the left is crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
insane.
That was somebody's idea. That's
nigga. That's what.
if that didn't turn your kid gay, nothing will. That's the coolest.
Vegeta came down in that costume.
Yo, nigga,
off a disco ball.
Nigga, this nigga.
that's crazy.
Kakarot. Give me your butt. But nah, for real though, it's like, but all in all though, this is interesting. And I do wonder what the parents of like her fans feel. Like, imagine if you had a daughter and she was in a Jojo Siwa during this phase, right? Like, I would just feel
relieved.
I would feel distrust in her. Like, you were supposed to be for real, especially if
Well, you wouldn't be happy
I'll be happy.
because you got to understand, like, you know,
But it's, you know what I
after
mean?
a
Though,
certain age,
no,
you can't even influence your kids no more. It's Jojo Siwa's job. So if you wanted your kid to, you know, like dudes again, you would advocate for this shit.
it's not
You
about.
wouldn't want Jojo Siwa to hop on that man's nuts.
It's not about that. It's just about, I want my kid to be influenced by people that know what the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? For good or for bad. Now, I think Jojo Siwa is. I think Jojo.
You want your kids to be close-minded.
No, I just
Because you
want.
gotta understand, like, you know, if you show fluidity in your thought, you know, you can't go too extreme. And like, it's kind of like a person who's constantly having epiphanies. It's
What
like,
is
all right,
this?
nigga, just you always getting your mind blown too often. That's not good. That can't be healthy as a human.
No.
But it's cool to be able to change your mind. You might want your kid to see this just one time for a nigga to be like, okay, I don't have to be like,
Nah, fuck
I don't
that.
have to be forced into whatever thought I'm having. I can change my brain.
I'm okay with my
Change the way of
kid.
thinking
I'm
about
okay
some
with
shit.
my kid.
You don't want him to be
being-
stubborn like you.
I'm okay with my kid fucking with Saucy Santana because that's what Saucy is. He's saucy. Very moist. He's a
Yeah.
very moist man.
But you don't want your
I'm-
kid to go from Saucy to Rick Ross? Like,
No,
you
he
would
can
have
do
a
that, but
problem
I
with
don't
him-
want Saucy to
Well,
go.
that's what I mean. Saucy going from Saucy
No.
to Rick Ross.
No. Be what you are, nigga. But I do think that, you know, it's a lot of kids that are like, oh, well, she's not gay. I'm probably not gay, which is it's probably funny. You know what I'm saying? Because Jojo Siwa, we can look up her record sales, but let me read this first.
Oh, you want to read this?
In 2025, Gallup polling data shows that 9.3% of American adults identify as LGBTQ. This is a record high since Gallup first started tracking the data in 2012. The increase is largely driven by younger adults, obviously, particularly those in Generation Z, embracing LGBTQ plus identities, with bisexuality being the most common identity among LGBTQ plus individuals. Shout out to all the bi girls.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And apparently back in 2012 it was like 4%, I guess. So I mean, it's good that more people are like, you know, feel comfortable.
Do you think it's more gay people, or do you think more people being honest about being gay?
I think both.
both, yeah.
I think both.
What do you think is contributing more though?
It's
I think-
Like these niggas just always been gay? Because you know what I've been noticing? There's a lot of old gay dudes.
Yeah.
they've always been gay.
Yeah.
That, well, of course,
Yeah.
that's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People
Like
it's
they
more,
didn't look like that in the 90s.
It's more
If they
acceptable.
would have took a survey, the same dude in the 90s, because a lot of these niggas, they used to have wives, they have kids, but then eventually they was like, you know, it's fucking 2018. And it's cool now. Like, I can come and be who I am.
Well, shout
so
'em
the
out.
niggas always been gay, but he's just now coming to terms with that shit.
Shout out to Keith.
Oh yeah, your boyfriend. Tell him that story.
They know the story.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of new viewers though. That's funny as shit. So
Nah, that
one day
story was
we was down
Yeah.
at the park.
We was chilling, drinking Four Locos, minding our
Yeah,
business.
at the park.
A dude walks up. His name was Keith, and he was basically like
Old white dude.
old white dude, long polo tee. Like he doesn't look like he had money, but I'm pretty sure he did. But he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just browsing around here, looking for some guys.
Yeah, black guys.
Black guys, actually. Just wondering if y'all knew anything, or if y'all could point me in direction." And I was like, "Nah, man, we don't know any black guys like that." And he was basically telling us,
Lying.
he was basically telling us, like, "Yeah, man, I just divorced my wife. I've been married to her for about all my life.
Yeah.
But I just woke up one day and was like,
Fuck it.
I want to hit that bell 3 times.
Yeah.
So he hit that bell 6 times. Yeah. But he was a cool dude. Keith was cool as shit. But he was looking for black guys. He was really into both of us. But I think I'm the more handsome guy.
Nah.
I think I'm the more like
I think you're
charming
what
guy.
gay dudes would like. I think you, because the thing is,
Well, first of all, it's not like we was outside and the bitches was gravitating towards you.
You might give off like an in. You know what I mean? Like there's always
Oh, like that's one I can get.
Yeah, it's not even all about attractiveness. It's usually about like
He'll
he
fold
seem a
first.
little like he seems
Yeah.
the sweetest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He seems
That's
like-
what it is.
When
I can-
you
I
were
can- I
Your
can
lack
really-
of leg hair.
You was talking. You.
Like I can probably talk him into it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you are
know
gonna
what I mean?
melt from
You
how many
seem the
times you
most-
said that
You seem
weak
the most
ass shit.
persuasive,
Yeah.
dog.
Nigga,
Yeah,
first of all-
especially because you know what? It's true. Because you're combative. You like to speak. You like to have the conversation. You like to sit there and do it and go through it.
Over this nigga?
Yeah.
In that,
Oh, Lauren, you're just eating it today. You're just
that-
eating it.
in that-
Lauren, you're eating it. Lauren, you're eating it.
Yeah, right, Lord? Pause.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know what you mean. What does that mean? Stop saying that shit,
that's
dog.
insane.
Hey, that's why they approach you.
Fuck
Yeah.
you,
Because of
nigga.
shit like that.
Nah, nigga.
It's literally because of shit like that. You do a little Freudian slip. You say something a little fruity.
Nah,
little
fuck that.
Fruit Floridian slip. And then it's you on the floor. Then they reach a hand out to pick you up.
Noble's fruitful
You
thought of
gotta
the day.
grab their
That's what we need to
hand.
start doing. Your
Yeah, you the
fruitful thought of the day.
fruitfulest thinker here, nigga.
Fuck out of here,
beautiful,
dog.
nigga.
Nigga, fuck out of here.
You the lowest hanging fruit. Easy as
The only hanging fruit.
Yeah, really. But regardless,
Yeah.
yeah, nah, you're not more handsome than me. That's impossible. That's
right
what
back
all
to
that
that.
boils down to, nigga. It's fucking impossible,
That's
dog.
funny as shit.
Look at him.
I'm more handsome than you, dog.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, who did Keith like the
I'm not
most?
gonna lie.
I honestly believe
Keith-
that he
Keith
liked.
liked who liked him.
Say
Keith liked whoever liked him
No,
back.
yo,
which
hold
was
on, we
this
didn't
nigga.
finish the story.
Because
We didn't
what did
finish
you
the
do?
story.
Tell him what you did.
He found a black dude.
No,
He-
tell him what you. Okay, so before he finds the black dude, after he gives up on this black dude,
Yeah.
because you was flirting back with him, dog. We was sitting on the bench, and like at this point in time, we had already been talking to Keith for about 5 minutes. So it's like niggas is talking to Keith,
Oh yes.
and so all of a sudden he was like, "Well, yeah, y'all boys kind of look tall. Like, how tall are y'all?" And he stood up and he was like, I'm 6'4". He
Did
stood
he
up.
turn around?
And Keith was like, "Yo, turn around." And like that was a little too far for Justin.
nah,
he was like, "Well, I don't know about that one." He's like, "Well, I don't know."
But
But he
that's
was
why I
like,
was
Keith,
like-
he was like, "Look at my shoulders, though, Keith." And Keith was like, "Yeah, dog, you're so jacked."
Fuck outta here.
And that's what I be saying,
Fuck outta here.
dog. That's what I be saying.
I was like,
you
hey,
be playing with
I was
him.
like, hey, I was like, hey, Keith, you want to have a good time, and then go find that nigga for you, nigga.
Nah, you stood up when Keith asked you to stand up. I swear to God.
I swear to
wasn't-
God. First of all,
he
he
was
wasn't-
like, "Nah, Lord."
He probably
came
didn't even
over.
ask to stand up. He just
Nigga,
asked how tall you were, and you
he came
decided
over.
to show him.
He was like, "Yo, y'all look tall," and Justin was like, "Yeah, he stood up. He was like, "Yeah, I'm 6'4" and shit." He was like, "Wow, yeah, all 6'4" inches. I like that shit." And it was. I was
what else you say?
uncomfortable.
Another tag, nigga. Come
I
on,
was
nigga. You're a
uncomfortable
comedian.
as his friend. I was uncomfortable as his friend because I'm sitting there. You gotta understand, right? Our
Yeah.
plan was to get fucked up. Little fucked up, and then go find some bitches.
Where were y'all at?
We was
we was
right across the street from House of Art.
Oh,
We
it was
about to go.
like at nighttime.
Yeah, it was nighttime.
we
was
wasn't
gonna
doing
go.
anything that night.
But that was the whole point. Is that,
what was
why
we
did
doing?
I always thought
That was the whole point.
I always thought this story happened in like a random parking lot somewhere. Y'all were like downtown.
No,
nigga, we were
were
sitting on a park bench.
Nigga, we were downtown. Moore
That's probably
Square.
what I heard, and then I thought this whole
Drinking Four
time.
Locos.
Nah, yeah, it wasn't a parking lot. It was a park bench. But nah, man. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing.
You flirt with these
I
niggas.
did not flirt with him.
You be flirting with these niggas,
I don't
dog.
flirt with these niggas, man. You fucking
Flirting with these niggas, dog.
I'll
I
kill
swear
a
to God, I
motherfucker.
think, nigga, when we was at the parade and we was interviewing the two dudes, they was like, nah, but I think like over there though, like you just seem a little high.
nigga, when
You just seem a little high.
when
When? You know when.
When?
I was filming it.
you fucking crazy
You want me to
as
say
shit.
that? I'll airdrop this shit to Lauren right now.
We can
nigga.
do it.
I'll airdrop this shit to Lauren right now, nigga.
How are you?
How what?
Your phone was a voice memo, dickhead.
Nah, I got
I
my
have
own.
the video.
What is this? I got my own footage, nigga. It was crazy. I had to capture this nigga, Lauren. He was flirting with gay men.
Nigga, won't nobody for. Hold on.
What point in time we had in the show though?
203.
Good
Well,
God.
two flat. Two
But
flat.
go to our.
Well, with
Dude, we didn't finish Jojo Siwa.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you
This
about.
what they be complaining about, dog. We don't finish nothing.
I was about to say. I mean, fuck these niggas. Honestly, fuck them. Honestly, fuck them. But like the video though, we
Say it
appreciate
with your
y'all. But
chest,
fuck
nigga.
'em.
Don't fucking stutter when you say it, nigga.
Well,
I didn't.
I was
Be
gonna ask-
about it.
Well, I was gonna ask you about
Get
the
it out,
JoJo
nigga.
Siwa thing.
You the worst.
I was
What?
I was gonna ask. I had more things to ask you real quick about that.
Please.
Do you like? Because you said it. You said it, but you were saying it in like jest. Do you think that like? Do you think that her doing that is like actually gonna influence like other kids and shit for real?
That's yeah. So basically, because Tony had said that, and he
Yes.
was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I mean, if you want your daughter, if you like your daughter to, if you wanted to like
Straighten out.
JoJo Siwa and she's straight now, then that would be good." But oh my God, this is a comedy podcast. But the whole point is
Well,
that
I mean, you don't gotta be serious
It
about it.
is. I just don't like there as a child, right? She was probably like 16, but at the same time, it was like a billion 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds that was being influenced by her. So when it comes into like that type of dichotomy, it's like you have a person who doesn't know themselves influencing a lot of people who don't know the world, let alone themselves, because they're younger than her. So it's like, and I remember when this happened, like she was like, I think I'm gay now.
Well, I'm surprised
You
you,
know
have
what I mean?
that.
It was a lot. It was and let's go back to the outfit maybe, because she wasn't just gay. She was
I'm surprised you have that take based on the parade conversation.
embodiment.
But
The embodiment.
fuck that outfit. She was peer pressured into being gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's her
yes.
whole major point was she felt a little gay.
Well,
she was like, I might taste pussy. I might. That doesn't mean that you're gonna devour it.
What?
Those are two different severities.
what is LGBTQ pressure? Tweets?
Nah, what do you mean? Like people around her, like her gay friends, her gay partners,
Management.
the gay. Whoa, she didn't say management.
Nah, but because she can't though.
Well, I mean, slide it in. Fuck
Let's
it, I
be
don't
honest.
care. We're not journalists. But she could have slid that in. But regardless, it was pressure from the gay community to be an ally, to be a famous advocate. That probably forced her further down feelings that she was experimenting with.
Why did
Kids go through phases.
kids go through phases, which is also dangerous for you
know what I mean?
And
It's
it
like-
all goes back to the parents. Not to
Shit,
interrupt
adults go through phases. Everybody does. So it's like even to your point of like having somebody influence people who doesn't know who they are themselves. Just because your identity changes doesn't mean that like you're not yourself. Because you shouldn't be the same person you are at 40 that you were when you was 25.
Yeah,
You should have a different kind of composure. It's like there's going to be key elements. Your foundation is the same.
what Beasley
But
say?
you should operate differently.
Yeah, like what Beasley say. If your 40-year-old self want to hang out with your 25-year-old self, something's probably wrong.
One of them
Maybe.
niggas is lame. One of them
Maybe.
is lame.
But it also, no, nobody's moving like a 40-year-old at 25. Who the fuck are you, David? Like, David Goggins was fat
Yeah, 25.
at 25.
Yeah.
And he didn't, but
He didn't start moving like he was 40 till he was 30, was 52.
also, how many other people have like kind of gone through this, the gay agenda? Because that's probably what it is. I mean, back when a lot of people were kind of coming out, it was probably a lot of people just kind of being peer pressure to like, yo, just advocate for it. And even then, if she got peer pressured, why didn't she go the NLE chopper route?
Which is?
You do it gangster. It's like, yeah, I fuck with gay people. You know? You remember when he...
well, because she's not an NLE chopper.
You remember when he accepted to go to the perform at the Pride?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Pride Palapalooza, whatever it is. He was like, yeah, man, you know, I appreciate my gay people. I got gay fans. What I'm going to do, like, restrict myself from, like, loving people? Nah. I'm NLE chopper. And, you know, he just started doing his shit. But
he'll shoot that chopper.
He didn't, it wasn't like, hey, we're the bad niggas, come on stage. Like, whoa. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, yeah, I'm performing. It's real gangster shit. They want to fuck me too. Fuck me too.
That's a crazy way to do that shit too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did, real gangster like. He didn't go up there with a fucking costume. He did have on his goofy boots, which I hope he made a couple M's off of, but they're stupid. They're
somebody's
stupid.
got to market them.
Somebody has to buy them shit. But that's what he did. Why can't she do that? Why didn't she do that?
So you asking this white girl to be tough like a nigga from where's NLE chopper
St. Louis.
from? You asking her to have the same strength of a St. Lucian nigga? That's impossible.
How much of our identity are we supposed to wear, like, all the time?
It depends on the person.
As much to where the room is still comfortable. Because you don't want to, there is a social line that can be crossed to where it's like, okay, you being you is starting to like disrupt the room. That's not good. That's not good human politics, dog. Like,
but are you telling somebody to not be themselves? Is that a slippery slope?
Well, give me an example, because it's like you're never fully, if we was in a hotel lobby, right? You're a drug addict. You smoke weed. You're not going to do that in the middle of a hotel lobby.
Right.
Even though that is you, that's a part of you, that's how you get down. You're going to step aside and do dirt where dirt should be done.
Should they?
But there are some people, this is literally, it's the definition of being obnoxious.
Should the Israelites?
All an obnoxious person is somebody who's doing what's best for them at the cost of everybody else.
Yeah, but, and that's most.
We hate those niggas.
But that's also,
make fun of those niggas.
That's also the rules. Like, that's an extreme, but like, let's say the Israelites that be downtown. There's a lot of white people with children that walk downtown.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that are like
with white kids too. That's even different.
It's white babies. Yeah. Good God, like the video for white babies.
Yeah, for
please.
Caucasian fetuses.
Nutso, please, like the video. So should they, in a way, like surrender themselves to the idea of making other people comfortable by not preaching what they want to preach, or should they like just not cuss as much? You know,
the Israelites or the white people?
The Israelites, because they're shouting things. Despite what team you're on, like even if you're black, they're spouting shit that's like very ignorant, pretty ignorant. Even though I'm on the team, you know, it feels good.
You know, you stupid.
But it's a lot of ignorance. It's a lot of like shit that it's not. It's not progressive.
Example.
It's not the progressive to humans.
It's another example of the pendulum swinging too far. You know what I mean?
But they've always been there. But continue.
But it's in response of what a prior philosophy on black people was.
Yeah.
By white people.
Because when did it start?
They had the same thoughts, just in the opposite direction in terms of like superior race shit.
When did it start? Probably like the Israelites preaching. It was definitely before our time. We don't need to look it up.
That's what I'm telling. But the thing is, they are using hate speech. Right on the sidewalk. It is kind of, I've heard them say crazy shit to white people. To white people, not even about them.
Straight up to them.
Like just straight to white person over there.
What? Hate speech? It is hate speech, but it's like borderline hate speech.
My dad told me about like the first time when he was a kid up in DC, right?
Yeah.
He was walking downtown. This was the first time he seen some of them niggas. They was on the block, had the megaphone, a nigga on the side with his own microphone reading the Bible and shit. And he said it was these two white people, these two white women walking around. And he was like, hey, cave bitch. That's crazy. Like, hey, cave bitch. Let me tell you about everything that's wrong with you and your people. And then he got the little nigga to, all right, chapter 1, verse this. Cave bitches are cave bitches because they were born in cave. And he just got into the whole history of cave bitches.
Yeah.
And he was just like, wow. that can't be good. Like, even though it's for us, there's no way that that's like the way that we should fix everything.
It's
like
not,
that's how that's the solution. It's just like, all right, we're gonna fight hate with hate.
It's definitely not the best way of being progressive to like promote a healthy society, but it's also free speech. You know?
Nah,
it's free speech. Like when we was outside,
there's a line to free speech.
When we were on the edge of the gay parade, because that's where we were filming our content. We didn't go deep in there. We saw the commune. Can we say that? Commie?
I don't.
Well, they was talking about socialism. It happened to be one dude with a Marxist cape.
With a Marxist cape.
Which was interesting. But it was a little socialism.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it was a little socialism.
Really?
Yeah, it was intriguing. I found it. I was like, huh.
They might be distant relatives.
Dope. But what was we talking about?
It was.
You were saying you had made like a crazy. You called that free speech to be able to call white women cave bitches, talk about how they should all be murdered.
I said ours.
And hung from trees.
Your father's. That was in the 80s. That should stay in the 80s.
Well, they're saying the same shit, dog.
I've never heard cave bitch.
They're saying the same shit.
I've heard white woman.
But you've heard them bully white people.
Bully. Come on.
Bully.
Come on. A little pat on the back. Come on, nigga.
You're only saying it because it's not you. Like this. But my question is, do you extend that same logical explanation of allowing that to happen to white people, to be able to do that to niggas, in terms of being on the block, megaphone, Genesis 32 in their hands and shit, talking about how like slaves should obey their masters.
I would be.
Negroes are stupid biologically. If they say biologically, they get.
I might have to believe. If they start saying big words, it's like, I might look it up. I might listen to them. But the emotional feeling of emotional feeling of like, what the? Do I have something to throw outside my window? Yeah. That would happen. But then I'd be like,
free speech.
I see us more than theirs. So, everybody deserves something, and it's like, I would have to be okay with it. Like, I'm stupid. I'm a monkey. It's like, all right, I guess, like they're bullying me. I don't know. Can you see that? What would you do?
Man, I don't even, it's like I'm in shock. I'm in awe. Honestly.
Why?
Because it's like, damn, I think my homie might be a coon.
No.
Believe me, Lord. I'm just fucking around.
But no, seriously though, because you can't.
Around.
No. But I'm saying though, because it's like you can't do nothing about it. It's fucked up, but you can't do nothing about it. You have to accept it, especially if you're black. Like, first of all,
you have to accept it.
You have to accept it, man. We be on every corner, dog.
Why don't Jewish people just accept it?
We hog every corner.
Why are we the only people that just gotta take it? Everybody
takes it.
Nah, that's not true.
Everybody takes it, but we take it. But everybody takes it.
Nah, that's not true. Jewish people don't play. They don't play, dog.
That's true.
Certain Hispanic groups, they don't play. White people definitely don't play.
It really all
it depends.
It really all depends.
Depends on what context with white people.
And it really, Jewish people don't play. I don't see any like counter Jewish protests when the Israelites are out there saying that the Judah tribe is the actual like we fucked Mother Israel.
Well, because they're literally fighting bigger fish than that.
Yeah,
those niggas don't even matter to them. You know what the Anti-Defamation League is?
Nigga, of course I know what it is.
It's a whole league dedicated to anti-defamation, though.
And of
the Jewish people, which is dope.
And we have something like Civil Rights Act with that. We have something like that. You can't just say things about niggas. You get fired. Like it. Nah, and I have an example of that. Wasn't there a recent one? Fuck.
Exactly.
I did. It was okay. It wasn't like a big thing, but apparently, it was this workplace. I think it was a tire shop, but the white employees was talking too much stuff about Juneteenth, like making funny jokes. The big black woman, she was big and she was black. She was like, "Yo, y'all tripping." And she walked out of work, and that was like a news story. So
she get fired?
No.
What happened?
Promotion.
Stop making stuff up just for the sake of argument.
I don't know where she got a promotion, but she didn't get
She was working at fucking Burger King with?
No, it was a tire shop. It was a tire shop.
Yeah, he started with that.
Nigga.
It was a tire, and it wasn't like the biggest news story because I mean,
because we don't have a defamation league, dog.
because what's more? I mean, yeah, but
Come on. It's not the same level. You know, you can't even compare us responding to hate about black people to the level that Jewish people do. It's just a completely different, like,
Everybody else.
nigga.
But think about
It's almost like saying Voldemort's name. That's how people treat that shit, dog. It's just like, ooh, I feel like I've said it too many times. We might get flagged.
But that's
we
also-
might just get checked just to see if we talking shit.
But look, that's also
You think that happens with
that's also social perception, and it does. It's happening more. It's happening a lot more. But it's
not
also
social perception.
hold on. It's a
I
lot.
have examples.
It's a lot of social perception because you know there are people making bread off of shitting on Jewish people. Like, unfortunately,
Who?
Nick Fuentes. He granted he talks about everybody, but nonetheless, Myron, Fresh and Fit, they talk really Millie Myron, but
Stop.
they talk.
Did you just bring up Fresh and fucking Fit?
I'm just saying, and those are the only.
Come on,
and
dog.
I can bring up.
Come on, man.
First of all, I can bring up.
I don't even want to talk about it no more, dog. You're not being serious.
I am being serious.
Nigga, you bullshit.
What's that one dude?
Myron Gaines?
What's that one dude who sounds like this? The
RFK?
Joe Rogan.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
The aliens are coming from Cuba. Who's that dude?
The Bob dude? What's
Nah,
his name?
That's definitely not Bob Lazar.
Alex
Jones?
Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex Jones you talking
Damn.
about?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones and Fresh and
he
fucking
talks
Fit.
about
Dog, and he lost, he
Everything.
damn near
He
lost
lost a
his
lot,
access
yeah.
to being on screen.
because of something.
Like,
that-
he's not even allowed to be on screen.
because of
nigga.
really because of something else associated, which was fucked up in itself. But
And they all go hand in hand. Point being, you brought up niggas that nobody wants to be like.
but also
These aren't role models. These aren't like the most successful niggas on the planet. What are you talking about? There's been real consequences for people talking very slick about a specific community. There's reasons for that.
yeah. But
There's
it's
a lot of power associated to the responses on that.
yes, but there's also there's people with like really
Lord ain't said nothing this whole subject.
but-
He know.
but-
He's a smart man.
yeah, but
He trying to keep his shit intact.
yes, of course, but have the people that have been banished, ostracized, they don't compare to the people that are still talking shit about Jews like on the underbarrel of the internet. I do agree. There's a lot more people that were like X'd off, whether by headshot or just by you're fired.
Way bigger people.
Way more people than the people
Myron
that
fucking Gaines.
But regardless, there's still, it's niggas making bread off of it. But it doesn't negate the point that like, yeah, I guess we do need an organization that's a new one, I guess, because Black Lives Matter was not the best thing for us, apparently. But
Yeah, we definitely need a new one. But
did you want to
I don't think we have time.
okay, I was about to say you don't have like a little
What's up?
you got like a firecracker or something?
Yeah,
for 'em?
220 right
We
now.
at 220. And we ain't
Yeah,
even done
220.
Wild Wise, which
How
probably
many
on-
Wild Wise do we have?
I don't know. Because Nuso didn't send one in the DM. I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Let's go to the comments. Let's
We
see
got
what's
a lot of
popping over
Wild
in there.
Leak got one.
Believe it. Zoom in on that motherfucker. Hashtag YLOI. Yeah, you see the timing though? I timed it perfectly. Do we
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Do we know of any purely black-owned entertainment enterprises? BET has belonged to Viacom as long as most of us have been alive. Is there any entertainment owned purely and pushed by the black people and not under the umbrella of them? Hashtag lost our entertainment. Now, I mean, shit, nigga, you watching the show that fits that description. You know what I mean? We ain't owned by
Yeah.
nobody Caucasian. This is black on black on black.
Right here.
We only got one Puerto Rican working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he ain't even getting paid. So if anything, shit, we participating in this free labor like the rest of the country, though.
But the network that we're on, the real network, the conglomerate, is owned by white people.
No, it's not. Oh, you talking about YouTube?
But we're not owned by YouTube.
Yeah, but
We just use
Yeah, we're
their
not- yeah.
we use their distribution.
Yeah, they
it's
offer
more of a
distribution.
partnership.
Yeah.
We're in a partnership.
Yeah,
with
actually,
you two.
We're
Yeah,
in
but-
partnership with the white man.
Yeah,
It's a YouTube partnership.
Deal with the devil.
Yeah,
YouTube
partner
partnership
with
program.
the pale, huh?
It's a YouTube partnership program.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's a it's a
That's
real
how-
it's a mutually beneficial kind of situation. It's like there's no big brother, there's no big boss.
Yeah.
We don't report the niggas. Now we can't copyright strike them,
Yeah, exactly.
which is, there's a little bit more power in their direction, but it's still more like a handshake agreement than it is handcuffs.
Right.
So
It's like,
Hey,
I don't know.
nigga.
We
Leak, you looking for the chocolate factory? It's here, nigga.
yeah.
Black people producing chocolate.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I honestly can't think of another network like
Yeah.
any famous black person. Yeah, they all are ran by white people probably.
Well, what is Ray J shit? He's got white people involved with that?
Absolutely.
What about,
Absolutely.
Well, no. Well, Rockefeller at one point, right? But no.
Yeah, at one point,
At
but
one
not
point.
anymore.
Yeah, hell no.
You know what I mean? Like shit.
In order to go to the bigger stage that, black people, black capitalists want to go, you have to partner up. You have to surrender yourself to white people, whatever word you want to use.
Yeah.
Proxy Media, founded by Ryan Coogler.
Ah, see? And shit, doesn't Tyler Perry have a whole,
Yeah.
place in Atlanta where he's groping
Yeah.
niggas? Allegedly?
Yeah.
Well, it happened at his home.
There's a production
Not the
company
place.
that they do.
Beach house. But
What was his question, though?
Ryan Coogler got one, but he was asking, is there any black entertainment place, platform that that's not holding hands with one white person?
Yeah.
And we answered it. Only us, nigga. It's us.
Yeah.
We're the only ones.
I think
Jordan Peele, apparently.
Oh, these are just production companies.
With whatever
it
the fuck
seems.
he's got going on.
So yeah, these are like production companies who are like doing this stuff, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know Monkey Paw was founded by Jordan Poole. That's fucking
Know what I mean?
wow. Okay.
You gotta do your research.
Hey man, we out here, man. We out here, baby.
But
Yeah.
was there another Wild Wine in the comments?
Let's just read all the
Or
comments.
have they forsaken us?
Also, the electrolytes work. I have taken it. Great for during a workout.
Straw was a good movie. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Oh man. How can he like this podcast and Straw? It's impossible.
I don't know. It's like
Were they both?
I didn't see it. You the one like Straw was a good
Straw
movie.
was a terrible movie.
Did you watch
I'm
it?
bright.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't finish it though, which I didn't realize until like a couple days later.
I'm Bryce might be a fucking troll.
Yeah. Tone Groove was definitely that one kid in school who wasn't a bully or a class clown, but always constantly had a random funny ass line of joke like, bro, how does your brain work? Always looking for a bit. You know what's interesting? I think I was all three at every level of school. Like elementary, I was bullying niggas. But it wasn't like real, it wasn't aggressive bullying like in the classical sense. I was just I understood will at a young age.
So
and
you
like
abused
how
it.
like social pressure can make niggas do things that they don't really want to do. And so like if you call that bullying, sure. But I was in my
Yeah.
little, hey, get this nigga to do that shit phase. And then middle school, that's probably like class clown. Niggas was really talking. I remember in math class in 6th grade, me and the homie Daniel, we used to talk so much during that class that the teacher, she came, she sat us down. She was like, listen, if y'all just shut the fuck up the entire class, at the last 8 minutes of class, I would let you niggas get up and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Dance battle.
No, we used to just tell stories. Like it was 6th grade, so funny was it was stupid shit. It was stupid shit. But we would get up and just make up stories on the fly and just tell them shits.
That's an improv class.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And she it was dope. But high school, I was definitely more some like, man, I'm just talking to the homies.
Yeah. I clicked the link of that
I'm gonna say some
timestamp.
funny shit to you.
I want to see what you said in that moment when you said that.
It's probably something stupid.
He had put a timestamp there.
Yeah, he did. Put
Bullying
1648.
is probably definitely a great quality. I don't know. It probably goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Let me see what you said real quick.
Instagram and Twitter with a real young
Lauren,
slut.
have you heard of Hinge, sir?
How about just
Hinge,
real
nigga,
life?
You fucking with these old scallywags.
I'm just saying, when you walk on the street,
You gonna
talking
get
about
a
shit
you
I've
gonna
seen.
get a mugwort fucking with these old scallywags.
You are being expeditiously hard on these bitches. Let's play.
No,
let's
pause.
keep
No, hold
looking.
on, hold
I don't know if it's anything
I
further
don't
than
even
that.
know what we're talking about.
Me either. Well, that was a waste.
You know, sometimes
Regardless, it was
they
a
be
great
fucking
episode.
up the timestamps.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll try to go to see what they're talking about. I'm like, yo, I think they did it like they timestamped when they thought about commenting, not when the fucking moment happened.
Yes.
Right.
And so they just put it right there.
YouTube needs to make it to where it's just a button, like of some sorts. Just an easier way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes typing that shit. But the YouTube stream is here since they suck at promoting it. Haha. You know what? You are right. We need to do better. Yeah, Noble does look like a bug trainer Timmy. Fuck you, Nutso. Yeah, first music vid.
Roasted.
They ain't pretty, just regular or ugly.
That's what I was trying
You
to tell
fucking
these
tripping.
niggas, new so.
Yeah, first music
That's what
video.
I was trying to tell these niggas, new so.
You
But
fucking
it's-
tripping, Nut. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Why is he tripping?
He's talking about the Will Smith and about the ugly bit.
Them
He said,
ugly
they're
verses.
just, he said they're just regular, yeah.
Yeah, just regular.
Yeah.
That was the whole point I was making.
That's the whole point we both were making.
No.
Yes.
You was arguing. You said you would fuck.
I said they're not. No, I said they're not ugly. You were making the point.
eventually.
You were making
No.
the point that they're ugly.
No, I wasn't.
No, can I
We
say something?
even
Hold
did
on,
that.
You was making that point.
Hold on,
Press
let me
this,
speak,
press
let me
this. Hold on,
speak,
no,
let me
because I
speak,
know where
let
you're going.
me
I know where you're
speak.
going. Hold on,
No,
let me do
speak, let
it.
me
No,
do it
because
for
you're gonna
myself.
get
Let me do it
aggressive
for
with
myself.
Lauren. I can't have it.
I'm gonna sweet talk.
I can't
I'm
have
gonna
it.
sweet talk.
No, you're not. Look at you. Yeah,
Lord,
I
buddy,
think-
Lord, buddy. You have no idea what the fuck you
Hold
talking.
on, this is what happened. I brought it up. We brought it up.
Me and Nobles.
And I said that
You
they weren't
said that
good
they were
money.
ugly.
No, I didn't.
We said.
hold on.
Me and Nobles were more on the same side.
We said.
Hold
We
on.
said that they
No,
weren't.
you weren't. I eventually.
I said me and Nobles were
No,
more on
we
the
was
same
on
side.
the,
flipped you.
We was on the
I
same.
flipped them.
We
No, you
was
didn't.
on the same side.
them
We were
like
on
a
like
coin.
they were
No, you
pretty. They were
Yeah.
cool.
Nah,
They're
B.
not ugly. But then Lauren, he had got found out that he would hit all of them.
That's
Nah,
not,
he
no,
no,
that-
we
you
found
found
out.
no,
No, we found out he would hit the ugliest ones.
No.
Yes.
Which is the same as fucking all of them.
No,
You
no,
fuck the
no,
ugly ones,
no,
you
no,
fuck the
no,
cute ones.
no,
But
no,
my
no,
point-
I made the point. I made the
Hold
point.
on,
There was a
guys.
lesbian outside
No.
that gay parade that looked like the bitches.
I made the point that the women in that video weren't ugly. I said I don't believe these women are ugly. Like you were saying that the way you were pointing out how unpretty they were was like in essence saying that they were ugly. I was like, these are
in
not.
essence saying.
And then
don't hit me
but
with
I had
mystical,
that-
whimsical
Nigga,
shit.
I
That's
said
how
that-
girls
I
listen.
I said that in
That's
real
how girls
But I
listen.
said that in real time in our conversation. So don't act like it's the first time you're hearing it. So I said that in real time in our conversation.
This is my first time here.
No, it's not.
I'ma
Nigga.
act like it.
Yeah.
Fuck
Whatever.
you.
Fuck all that. But my point outside of that was that like I think in the context of how they're dressed and the way they're set up in these moments, and the one that I said that the art teacher looking one, I said I bet you if she was wearing like you can't even see her body either. Like if she was wearing some other shit or they're wearing some other shit,
Yeah.
I bet you if you saw them in a regular setting, it looked like a regular pretty woman.
You
Like-
hit all of them.
You over explain like you always do.
No.
The point I was making overall was that this is a music video, a rap music
They're not
video.
the baddest. Nobody said they was baddest.
I'll continue when you're done,
No,
brother.
they're not the baddest.
I want to hear
Nobody
everything
said
you
that.
have to say.
Okay,
Go
they're
ahead.
not, I said it right. They're
Okay,
not the
you
baddest
sure?
bitches.
Because once I start going again, I'm gonna be upset.
It depends
hear
on what
you,
you
Lauren.
say.
He
It
didn't hear you,
depends
Lauren,
on what you
just
say,
listen.
honestly. So
Okay,
no.
but just know that each time it happens, I'm gonna get madder. all
That's
right?
fine,
I
nigga.
was cool the first time.
I'm supposed to be mad
Is
at you.
madder the
Mad.
right
Nigga.
word?
Madder.
What is that? What is an
I'm
angry
gonna be
tone
so
gonna
much
do?
madder. I'm gonna be so much madder. You're not even gonna know what to
What-
do.
what is an
You're gonna have
angry-
to sick your dog on me. You had to get a real beast.
All right.
Regardless, right? My point was
Yes, sir.
that this is a rap music video called "Pretty Girls," with not a single, well, not even not a single, but with not a good batch of pretty girls.
Well, don't do that.
Now-
Don't act like
Hold
you
on.
don't. Don't act
I'm
like you
not
don't know
done.
why.
I'm not
You
done.
didn't say
Don't act like you don't know why he did that.
I'm not done.
Liar.
Hold on.
You, yo, act like you don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
Are you asking me or you asking your lifeline?
I'm asking you.
What was the question?
You gonna act like you don't know why Will Smith had those girls in a video called Pretty Girls?
That's the point I've been trying to make, nigga. That's all I've been saying. That these are artistically beautiful girls because he's trying to win awards, dog. He's trying to get body positivity campaigns, nigga. Gillette ads.
Regular looking women.
These
Regular looking bitches. You
You
know what's
said they were
interesting?
pretty, nigga.
You can't even watch the video
And
and decipher who's his favorite. You
there's
couldn't tell. He
there's-
did the same, like, he treated all of them like they was the homie's
Do
girlfriend.
you think any of those women had a pretty face?
Like this was just a girl that like you can only be but so cool to where it's like, yeah,
Do
what's
any of
up?
those women have? Did any of them have a pretty looking face?
I don't like your question.
I'm asking a question.
I don't like your question. I want you to reframe it.
Did any of them have a pretty looking face?
A pretty looking face.
Yeah, would you say either one
Two.
of those women were pretty?
Two of them did.
Okay, cool.
2 of them did.
All right.
Out of
4.
8.
13.
Wait.
It was 8 out of 8.
It was 13 bitches.
It was 8
8.
bitches?
It was 8. Yeah.
Nigga, it was a dozen and plus 1. I promise you.
No, it was 9. I think it was 9. Yeah, it was 9.
He's fucking
And
around.
you said
It was
2?
4 and then
Wait.
5.
12. 2 out of 12.
No,
No.
nigga, you
2
just
out of
want the
12.
odds to
What's
be
the
the
percent?
it
What's
was-
that percentage?
It's not 2 out of 12. That's crazy. It's not that. That's 1/6.
Beauty's in the eye of
That's
the beholder.
1/6, but that's not that.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and
Okay,
I'm beholding
cool.
right now, nigga.
Well, it's
Shut
not
up.
that. It's not that.
16%, nigga.
1/6. I never said that.
1/6.
16%, nigga. Terrible, nigga. Breathe, dumbass.
Yeah.
But nah,
You're fucking foolishness, nigga.
Them hoes,
Fuck outta here.
Them hoes were regular, and
Yeah, they were.
You know, I'm not the
were.
only one that saw that.
But we
And
said
you were
that.
saying
We
they were
both
ugly,
said
I'm
though.
not the only one that saw that.
You was just saying they was.
Nah, well,
was trying to-
you
was trying-
defended
you was
them
trying to-
twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
From you.
2 different
From what you
episodes.
were saying, nigga.
You were being
Yeah, you was.
obstructively hard. Like, on those bitches.
And this is what I've been saying about you two niggas in general for the last couple of months.
Whatever, bro.
Been getting Charmin ultra soft,
on,
nigga. What the
whatever,
fuck
nigga,
is this,
whatever,
dog?
It's
dog.
not me. It's,
Love is a
Whatever.
beautiful drug, but you niggas is ODing, dog. You gotta
Whatever,
calm
bro.
down. You really gotta
Whatever,
calm
bro.
down. You're
Whatever,
losing your
bro.
grip.
And two of
You're
those
losing your
women,
grip.
two of those women who I remember, because I remember this. I remember saying that a couple of them I would probably classify maybe, as ugly, but they also two of them
He's
were
thinking
also
about himself.
Two of them were also pretty like unique looking. You know what I'm saying? So that was like another thing. It was like this like different looking. woman.
Unique is the most polite way to call a
Well.
bitch ugly.
She was different as fuck. Yeah.
Different as
fuck.
fuck.
That's
yeah.
not, whoa, no,
But that's-
no.
but-
There's
but that's not- but
caveats.
that's not-
Don't
but
do
that's
that.
not- but it's not
Don't try to,
ugly, though.
It's
don't
different.
let your opinion
It
have
is
you,
different.
Tony.
It
You
is
know what he
different.
means.
It is
Come
different.
on.
It is
You're
different.
saying that you've never seen a mutation like this before.
A foreign.
That's all it is.
No,
bro.
it's a foreign. You ever seen like a foreign girl? Like,
he's never seen it go this wrong.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen.
All right. Thanks for
fuck-
speaking for me, brother.
I've seen fucked up before, but it's
Yeah.
like this is just an unimaginable amount of fucked upness to where
See?
you question.
and that's the
you
point. That's
question-
the point I was battling right there. This is an unimaginable amount of fucked up. This is like that's what he was saying.
No,
that's
that's
the
how
type
you
of shit
feel.
he was
Okay.
saying.
That's how
you
you
see what I'm
feel.
saying? That's how he was saying the whole time.
That's not true.
And that's why I was like, they not like that. They not like that,
true.
dog.
For
Like
sure.
you know what
That's
I'm saying?
not. I said they was regular.
Yeah,
I've used that
yeah,
word.
yeah,
for-
whatever.
I use that word on a regular
You did not
basis.
even
though.
okay.
Regular.
Whatever.
you said it 4 times, but that don't mean you said it then.
Stanley. I
Hold
called
on.
them hoes Stanley Steven.
That would have been, we wouldn't have had this
It would've
conversation.
been fine.
Stanley Steven.
It would have been cool.
Stanley Steven is, what? That's straight.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's too much. Them
Yeah,
bitches are
exactly.
Them bitches are regulation, nigga.
Regulation is good too.
I might not be
You-
mad. I might not be mad at that.
You were,
Regulation.
That's cool.
But I don't like regulation. We don't fuck with regulation. We settle for regulation, nigga.
You settle
This
for
is
I don't even settle for that.
This is just the industry standard. Like, if
What
you go to
you-
a car, if you go to a car dealership and they was like, yo, this shit is like barely what it takes to be a car.
you would,
It's barely
See,
hitting.
but they not even.
No.
You said barely is
But
crazy.
It's the bare minimum of what it takes to go on the road and be all right.
You
can be
were
like, yo, that's
describing-
the one I want. You want the cutting, state of the art, cutting edge, right on the tip of the precipice.
Who said they wanted these girls?
yeah, but, nigga, you were making, you were making,
You ordered the two ugliest bitches,
Okay,
the
yeah,
left one and
sure.
the right one. I remember that shit because I listened
Yeah.
back to the episode. We was
Yeah.
like, we asked you because we put the pressure. We was like,
Yeah,
Lauren,
I remember.
choose the bitch you gonna fuck. And then you said either the far left one or the far right.
Yeah.
And we was like,
he
wait.
chose.
I couldn't see. I
We
remember.
was like, wait, nigga, what?
I couldn't see the
That's
one.
different,
I
though.
couldn't see the one girl's face.
He's lying.
The other one was white. The other two were black on the ends, and one of them was like the art.
wasn't
the
that many
artist.
bitches.
And
It was an
the one,
Asian
the one
bitch.
was the artist looking one, but she didn't have. She was wearing like something that's big and clothed. I had a feeling she had
Ugly as
a
shit.
nice figure underneath. But I
Cockeyed.
couldn't see, but I wasn't sure.
The cockeyed
She just
one.
had big eyes, but it wasn't that
Who?
crazy.
Cockeyed.
She
Who?
still had a no. She didn't cockeyed. She had. If you look, I promise
Who?
you, she's modelesque. The
One
who
was looking
on
at the
on
floor.
the right.
One was looking at the floor. One was
No, it
looking at a
wasn't.
fly.
And then the other one was like Queen
These-
Latifah-ish.
Hold on, these bitches weren't like the microwavable thing you're trying to make them.
Yeah.
These weren't like just some put them in the microwave, warm them up type of bitches. Like
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
They're
what you're
worse than that.
No,
The worse than that
you're
shit.
trying to make them like
That's food you don't even heat up.
You trying to make it seem like they
the
frozen
other,
food.
The other part is they weren't even like dolled up for real.
They were in a Will Smith music video.
I'm just saying.
What do you mean they wasn't dolled up for real?
They wasn't
Nigga, that's
dolled up.
probably like the most state of the art makeup they've ever received.
The only one who had state of the art
This is their
makeup
biggest credit
was
Will Smith.
Nah,
which
was
is
that
the
Asian
problem.
girl?
You don't
was
know.
that Asian girl? She
Which
had that,
was
like,
the problem?
They've probably been in a Neo music video you never even heard of.
Neo wouldn't let them bitches rub his head.
Yes, he would. He definitely would.
God damn. See? That's how ugly they are, dog. We gotta. That's how regular they are. Excuse me. We gotta go.
See?
See,
No,
see,
you
See, that's
Well,
that shit right
I said
there.
excuse.
Just go to
dog.
the bitch's lawn. You
about
can't
to.
help it, dog.
Don't
And
look at
I
me.
like that you can't help it.
Don't look at me.
I love it.
So, yeah, what
I
about-
love
wait.
You
it.
don't let that shit. Somebody
What
got
about-
to.
what about
Just
her?
call. But
Somebody has
I'm
to.
just
nigga.
saying.
LOI used to have a standard. That's all I'm saying.
No.
LOI used to have a standard that was upheld.
And who broke it?
How she
I don't
crazy?
even want
She
to
crazy
say
ugly?
his name.
Your outlandish
Same
takes.
nigga that broke his jack.
Your outlandish takes.
Same nigga that broke his jack.
Fuck out of here.
My takes are better than yours. Baddest bitch in the whole video.
She's a pretty woman.
Baddest in the whole video.
Okay.
Now go to this ragtag group of fucking just nigga. That's the name of their crew.
Them bitches look larger than life to him.
Nah, terrible. Go back to these hoes. Pause it. Zoom in. Like, what are we really working with here, dog?
You wouldn't hit the one.
Zoom in on the far left. Zoom in on the far left.
Because I was just about to ask you. There's a bitch that look just like that.
Let me be honest. Let me be honest. Let me be honest.
What are you talking about?
I'll be objective, right? This bitch looks like the penguin, dog. Zoom in on her face.
On the left?
On the left. She's a little handsome,
Isn't
dog.
there a bitch that
She's
look
a
just like that
better, in my opinion. Better.
I bet because she. Yeah, I bet.
Because she got the sting on
I'm about to
these,
say
nigga,
she
better.
fucked. Hey,
Pause.
she better be better.
Oh, that ew. Go back. Her lips were dry.
She's not ugly. She's obscure.
These aren't the baddest bitches, dog.
Nobody said that. You keep.
These aren't the baddest bitches.
Nobody ever
These hoes
argued
very
that.
regular.
Stop.
You keep going back and forth.
You forcing
You
it.
keep going back and
Very
forth
forcing
too.
it.
Well,
saying
because
it.
y'all forcing me to talk about it still. I told you these hoes
No, but-
regular.
Oh
What
wait,
you
he
want me
gonna
to
get
do?
his one-on-one
Wait,
with him here.
pause.
Yeah.
Wait, go back to the other one. See, why don't you want to pause on?
I'm about to. Hold on. I'm going
You don't
back.
wanna
So it's
freeze
gonna
frame
play.
none of
I
these
went
hoes.
back. I went back to get to the one you're talking about.
God.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, now this one right here, right?
Yeah.
If we had like at patios, you know what I mean? We dancing this free margarita Monday night. You know what I mean? I could maybe, but this is regular. Like this is very regular, and I don't know. She's a little funny looking. Zoom in on that face.
She's in motion too.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Like, come on.
Okay, bro. This is what you want me to do?
But this is this not her? Am I not going to see her in motion? Is she going to be still when I'm fucking?
She's
her?
gonna smile differently.
Exactly.
I don't know, dog. But
Yeah.
look at it. You can get a good idea.
Probably wearing something else too.
You can get a good idea of like what's going on here. You know, I don't really see a distinction between her chin and her neck, which is scary.
Oh, okay.
Which is scary.
Okay.
It's kind of terrifying. Now let's go through. Because I feel like the baddest ones, he didn't even really show. Now, this is spicy. I think I can get behind that right there. Go back to that one. What was she talking about? Nigga, she made me bachata.
Damn, I didn't get to see her face for real.
Yeah, you see?
She gonna turn though. You gotta.
Kind of.
That's as best as we
That's
can get.
what it's. It's a
as
what?
good
It's
as
a
we can
maybe.
get.
If she wanted to fuck you, maybe I'll fuck you. Come on,
It's
dog.
more so a yes than it was with the first one. But
Like-
you know, I'm judging off a small sample size of data. I don't really have
Okay,
enough.
here's the hypothetical. For,
Now this white girl
Hold on.
looks like she smells wet.
here's
Which is
the
a little bothersome.
Here's the hypothetical for all of them, because I feel like you're creating different hypotheticals to make it make sense, right?
Yeah, but don't do one unified
No,
one.
it's gonna work.
This is perfect.
Oh, this is perfect. They have a crib. They invited you over.
Man, all four of these women?
They had, and they was like, "Would you like to come over and have some?"
With all four? With all four?
Not all four at the same time. You
I just
can't
get to
handle that.
choose
You have to
one?
work your way up. But let's just
Nigga, I'm a honey pack away. But this would actually make me try a honey pack. Y'all ever had one of those?
No.
The royal honey?
No. I would
Fucking
never
these
do
four
that.
bitches would make me try it because I would have to get hard for this.
What about your spicy one in the red?
Come on, man. I just take her and go to my house, nigga.
Okay.
The fuck we fucking over here for with all these goofy bitches? There's no point. But yeah, nah.
You tripping, nigga.
Nah. Y'all tripping.
Well,
You fucking that white girl? But yeah, you fucking that white girl. You fucking because she white. Nuso agrees with me. That's all I'm saying.
Nutso.
A nigga on the other side of the planet is seeing what I'm seeing.
Can we type in Netherland women?
I think we've done that before.
We've done that?
Yeah.
Let's see if let's see what they're talking about. Because Nutso has a lot to say about what's happening on the west side. Let's see.
I think I would just actually need to put Dutch.
Did they just show you the soccer team?
Yeah, so let me put.
Well, I mean, that might be a good indicator. That might be the only. Seems like all their women are athletic. All these bitches wearing jerseys.
Or this.
Let's see. Well, I mean, you clicked on the ugliest picture.
That's dope.
But zoom in on it. That looks old, too.
This is no, I think it's like one of their parades or something. Where they like celebrate their culture.
Go down to what year it is.
It's
though.
probably like 2011, nigga.
I don't know. That's old. 14 years ago? Shit, our bitches have evolved since then.
Come on, man.
I mean, I don't see a lot of. Is that the same girl?
Yeah.
Same.
It's just showing.
Go to their soccer team.
Nutso, come on,
Go to
dog.
their soccer team. Zoom in on that shit.
Nutso, you better be grateful.
I'm not gonna lie. If you Googled our U.S. women's soccer team, you're not about to see a bunch of bad bitches.
Yeah, but if you Google,
let's try it.
If you Google USA women, you would see.
Yeah, Google that USA women. Let's see. Let's be objective here, because we got a lot of duds too.
More prospects.
We are two bitches prettier.
More, yeah.
We're only, but it's only two. Like
But
we're not that far behind.
Who cares?
We're not that far
They're not
behind.
even playing a beauty sport.
Go
and
to
we too
another
up
one.
on these niggas.
Go to
This
another
goalie
picture.
look like she'll fuck somebody up.
Yeah, in the ass.
And the one with the pink hair, I think she's the beast of the team.
Yeah, she is actually.
She's the top.
Well, you want to go another photo of the same girl?
Or just like,
Women in the U.S.
yeah, women in the U.S. Ladies of the land. Kamala Harris was the first woman.
Hillary. Fuck.
Michelle Obama. Is that like a man? I don't know. That shit ain't it. Zoom in on this.
Okay, this might say.
When you just look at average women, you're gonna see average women.
But I mean, like, they cool. Like, far right on the with the Asian. That's cool.
Hell no, dog.
Yeah.
She's the most dude looking one.
She's got a boxy jaw. That's all.
She got a hell of a jawline on her.
Then nigga, you're not gonna like
pretty
Chinese women because they all have boxy jaws. You like Japanese?
That's not
Then
true.
You like
That's not
Japanese? I
true.
mean, you like Korean? Fuck it.
That's not true.
But the one on the left of her, then the one on the left of her.
Right here.
Well, I was talking about the fat, the chubby girl.
But you said then the one on the left of her. That's why.
Yeah,
I went
you
one
said
more.
you went one more left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but her
Boom.
and her too.
But that's why I asked.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
But then look at the one to the left of her. Like, ugh.
Who said anything about to the left of her?
Nigga,
What about to the left of her?
She's a jump.
She looks.
She-
That bitch is beady eyed.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
If she got
Nah, man. We're not. Oh, and look at the one behind the chubbier black one.
right here.
No,
This
to the
one.
right. Zoom
She's-
in on that.
She's
shit,
scary, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. Like she
She might kill me, man.
Damn, nigga. She ghoulish looking.
Yeah, something's up with that.
she's not the only
She would make a hell of a gargoyle.
the way
You
go
could
to
just
the
put
girl.
that bitch right on top of a spooky building and she'd scare away all the bats, all the fucking crows and shit.
The bitch to the left of her got a lot of what do you means in her fucking vocabulary.
Yeah, she's trying to look
What do
good.
you?
For sure.
Nah, I cannot fucking.
And there's not a lot of good black representation, dog.
Just here and here.
Where's the dark skinned sisters? Like
Yeah.
they're not even showing the full velocity.
Maybe we should have typed in beautiful Dutch women.
Well, you've already done it. You've already done your own work. You were trying to like.
But we
look
can do
at
that with both because we was just looking
Because-
at regular average, but the higher highs, if they have higher highs, that's something to note. Like, okay.
Because our average is higher. No.
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 Nah.
Nah.
Well, no. Get up out of here.
Top 10 most beautiful Dutch women.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, but it looks like more than 10.
Well, you see the one in the middle with the
here?
yeah, that one. Click that one.
Of course, you would go there first.
Well, let's look at the bat. Come on. Let's zoom in. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, man.
she got the Sydney Sweeneys, but the face is a little off. I can't really.
Go to NC State.
She look like she don't even think she's pretty herself.
Go to NC State. Get you a senator's daughter.
Okay, now you see you see all that brunette, yeah, all that brown. Click that. I don't believe she Dutch though.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's one of ours. Then it crept over there on a little vacation. That's cool though.
That is a Dutch hairstyle though. White women over here don't really have that.
You're right.
That's very Dutch, very Viking like.
Be a really ingrained tourist.
Viking women had big titties. I don't know,
but I like that one. That was my favorite so far. Yeah, I can get jiggy with that.
Type in beautiful USA.
I can get jiggy with those. But I feel like we have both of what we just saw. We have over in the U.S. just our version of it. We do. We have both of those in the U.S.
Okay,
I've seen them.
I feel a little bit better seeing it. But it's still whoa.
What do you want me to click?
Why are they doing this to us?
Just go where your heart.
I'm just asking to see what y'all. I didn't know what you were gonna say.
Oh, is that Jolie
I'm clicking
right
on
there?
stuff that say top whatever is what I was doing.
Okay.
First time.
Let's see. Sorry for the people listening on their phones. You know,
according to People
through
Magazine,
the audio and all that shit.
Okay,
but we're looking at some decent women. There's a bunch of white women. We haven't really seen a real variety in terms of ethnicity. But
yeah,
you know, you can imagine.
Ariana
Grande's on this list. Oh, we lost.
Oh yeah,
we lost. Who's that?
Gabrielle Union.
Okay.
But
that's what I'm talking about.
I feel like
you know that.
There's a couple more.
But I feel like that's more of like a.
She doesn't.
We're trying to fill a quota.
Sandra, get out of here. Listen, Sandra Bullock, nigga.
Zoom in on her. Let's see.
Nah.
Bullock?
Let me see it.
I'd prefer Angelina Jolie.
You know what's crazy? We're just basing this off of our taste and preferences, but I think there's a lot of white dudes in America that look at her and go, "Nigga, Sandra Bullock."
No.
Yeah.
They say that about Jolie, maybe.
Dude, look at her, bro.
No.
Sandra Bullock's fucking hot.
What's the other one?
J-Lo.
No.
She's smoking. Yeah, nah.
Jessica Alba and them drinks.
Nigga.
Jessica Alba's fucking smoking hot.
What are y'all looking at out there?
It's a van.
Yeah, there's a van driving around in his backyard.
Oh yeah. No, that's F-Mac.
What is he doing?
I told you he's getting shit for the set.
Yeah, get some shit.
Oh no, well that's dope.
Yeah.
Is that why he's been gone this whole episode?
Yeah, that's what I told you.
What the fuck is he bringing in?
Some bullshit.
Okay.
But we do appreciate
We
y'all.
lost. The Dutch bitches got us, dog. I haven't seen a girl finer than the brown one.
Well, you know, look, America doesn't lose.
We just changed the score.
Yeah.
We changed the perspective because perspective is everything.
We lowered the height on the rim so we can still dunk.
Exactly. Yeah. And we put a cleared like glass circle on their rim. So whenever they shoot on some Globetrotter shit. Have you ever seen a Globetrotters game?
We hoop boot them. Nah, I watch real basketball. But, shout out to you.
But yeah, we do it all. But hey, hashtag #WildLOI, hashtag YLOI. We need them. We need them. We need them. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Do what y'all do best, man. Appreciate y'all.
Them niggas excited
for staying to the end of the episode. But hey, man, we out. J Noblez.
Groove.
White Man on the boards.
Yep.
Goodbye. Video.